Hello, everybody. What is going on in your world? It is Connor. We are back with another episode on the channel. It is the Watchalong. Apologies, that was on my phone. What is going on in your world, everybody? It is Connor. Once again, we are back. Leeds United back in action. And baby, is this it? This is a massive game in Leeds United's calendar. I've put on the promotion shirt. I think it's the promotion shirt. I'm sure it is, or it might not be. It could be the 18-19 shirt, but I'm pretty certain it's the 19-20 shirt. I'm trying to just manifest. I'm trying to just believe that this shirt will get me through. I think I've worn it once this season, but not on stream. It's a bit battered, but we have it on. We're hoping it's going to sort of just get us into this existence of winning. Sometimes shirts, I do get a bit superstitious, so we'll have to wait and see with that one. As I say, what is going on in your world, everybody? Groundhog Day. In my opinion, this is what it is. As I just press down on my cafetiere, of which is going to have to get me through this because Connor is on a no drinking because I've now got a bad stomach, you know, just to be a little bit detailed there. Bad stomach McGilligan. So hello to everybody. Rothwell injured. Yeah, I've seen that, mate. Nonto is starting. He is indeed. PJ says this is the day of reckoning. If Leeds don't win, then it's curtains for the season. That's my worst case scenario if they don't take all 3 points today. Oh yes, hope you enjoyed the funky jazz, mate. I'm trying to just something, emit some sort of positivity into existence after an annoying week at Leeds United. Come on, everyone big up today. Shout out to you, Greg. How's it going, mate? Hi, Connie. You see not as as I have, mate. Yeah, Max. And once again, I've done it again. So thank you, Max, for letting me know. But I need to get you as a mod on the channel. Would you guys be up for being mods on the channel? I need mods on the channel. I don't think I have a single mod, which apparently is what I should have on the channel with all you guys. I have members, I have Patreons, but I don't have mods who can help me sort of, moderate the chat. Don't know why I struggled with that one, but there we go. Hi, Connor lad. Joe says, bias aside, if Leeds don't win here today and Sheffield win, I could see Leeds falling away in another playoff campaign. Yes, I do not disagree with you there, mate, and we're going to get into that, of course. Right, okay, should we get into starting 11? Shall we get into the starting 11? Let's do it. Okay. Few changes today for Leeds United going into this one. Jayden Bogle at the back, Rodon, Pascal Strout-Firpo comes back in. Tanaka partnered by Ethan Ampadu. Let's hope a much fitter Ampadu than last week because, by God, he was terrible. Going forward, James, of which, you know, I do kind of think that was the right move. That is the right move, keeping DJ in there. Reason behind that is, I think, just his pace. And if we're to play this properly, if we're actually getting the midfielders playing the ball in front of Dan James, and if Luton are playing any sort of high line, I think there could be a lot of success for us here. But we've got to be really, really careful in how we do this. We've got to be really, really careful in how Leeds are doing this against the stubborn Luton side who've lost once in 5. Brendan Aronson is not starting. Yeah, I think that is the wrong lineup, innit? Yeah, hold on. We're still waiting for things to be pulled through. Nightmare. Hold on. Nonto is starting. It isn't Brendan Aronson. You are correct, everybody. And Carl Darlow is in there. So I'm not sure why it's pulled through Brendan Aronson. But yeah, that will update. Apologies for that. Nonto is through the middle. Manor Solomon and Joel Peru. But yeah, Rothwell, it doesn't look like he's in the squad. And also, it doesn't look like Rothwell and Joseph are part of the side as well, which is interesting. Joseph, it probably is down to injury once again from what we've seen. We've just got to buckle in. we've got to buckle in now. A lot of people haven't liked what Joseph has been part of, so that's going to be no key miss. But I guess kind of when you're looking at it, it's an interesting one. But Bamford being back in the squad says to me that Joseph has been left out the squad. So Joseph isn't in the squad because of Patrick Bamford. Let's be brutally honest. I don't think there's an injury there, to be honest with you. So look, people will be happy at that. That's good. Bamford being there. I would rather Joseph be on there than Bamford, but still, it is what it is. But it's still a much stronger bench than probably anyone in the division. Mele, Byram, Schmidt, Verba, Gruev, Gilavoggi, Ramazani, Aronson, Bamford. Probably the only misstep I'd have had there again. And look, hopefully this is where, we kind of get something a little bit different, is Solomon. I think Solomon struggled, but hopefully with Nonto in and around him, that will come to the fore as well. Let's hope so. Hold on, everybody. Just getting a few bits sorted. But yeah, it looks like Rothwell's out, doesn't it? Looks like he's out of the side. I can't imagine that it's going to be anything different. Oh, there we go. Nonto's in now. Can you see? It's updated. There we go. Right. Okay. I've just said something to the guy, and now he's back in. All sorted. Hold on. There you go. All sorted. It just takes a while to update everybody. We've also got Burnley. And I think it's Burnley and Cov, innit? Burnley and Cov coming very soon. So just looking at the quick lineups there as well. They've gone with Roberts, Egan Riley, Esteve, Lucas Pires. They've got Marcus Edwards, Josh Cullen, I should say, Josh Brownhill, Lauren Anthony in there as well, and Lyle Foster. So there you go. That is the game that we're all going to be looking at as well. We just go back to Leeds United's lineups and there we are. So yeah, an interesting one, everyone. Let me know. Joseph is ill. Is that true? Fair enough, Edith. Fair enough. I will take that back. Fair enough. Fletcher said it as well. Sorry. I'm actually not just doing that to have a go, by the way, at Bamford. That is wrong of me. Apologies. I genuinely believe that Bamford would have been put in there. So fair play to everybody. Thank you for everybody letting me know in the chat. Sometimes when you're setting this stuff up, you miss a bit of information. Rothwell injured, Joseph illness. Well done, Helen. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing Parag on the touchline today. Yeah, doesn't happen in football, Ryan. Laporta at Barcelona, Abramovich at Chelsea, Ed Woodward at Man United. But apparently, Parag and Farke don't have any conversations whatsoever. Don't forget that. They have no conversations whatsoever. Brilliant. Yeah, I've seen it, mate. I've seen all the backlash. Absolutely brilliant. I think people are just hyper-focusing on it, to be honest with you. It's just anything that they can get a reaction from. So we love it, mate. We love it. It's good stuff. Jordan says, probably say that lineup is our strongest. Decent decision-making from Farke this week. Indeed, my friend. Indeed. How long is Rothwell out for? I'm not sure, mate. Not sure. But get your thoughts in the comment section below, guys, with regards to comments, your thoughts. What do you think of everything? Fascinating to hear what you think on this one. Helen, you have tagged me in it. Yeah, Helen, thank you so much, Helen. That's a bit of a nightmare for Joe Rothwell, isn't it? I would have had Rothwell and Tanaka partner in here, so that is a little bit of a shocker. I'm hoping Ethan Ampadu's fit, but I think he'd have put Gruev in there anyway, wouldn't he? He'd have put Gruev anywhere in there. I'm sure of it. I'm absolutely sure of it. So we'll wait and see on that one. Shez says, how long is a calf injury? We're not sure, mate. I mean, it could be anything, really. It could be the rest of the season. And we've only got like a month left, haven't we, anyway? So it could be the rest of the season. Could be a week or so. But I did see Rothwell on a podcast this week. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but that's apparently was just after the Sheffield United game. So it's a very different headspace. What are we drinking today? I've got myself a coffee. Oh, I think the coffee's weak. Oh, come on. Mrs. has done us a weak coffee here. I can't stand weak coffee. Does anybody else just hate weak coffee? Bless her. Let's have a taste. It's all right, to be fair. It's not bad. Michael says, is Ramazani on the bench? He is on the bench, mate. That's, as I said, that's probably the only difference that I'd have made with that. It would have been Ramazani ahead of Solomon. Solomon, obviously, with one goal in 13. I would have shoved them in there, to be honest with you. Okay, guys, as you know, we are sponsored by Shop G&O. You can see it just in the corner there. We are also sponsored by the Job Match Group. Now, these are really, really good sponsors for you guys. And look, when I'm doing these sponsorships in particular, you can see the Job Match Group there, but this stream in particular is the Shop G&O. So the reason I partnered with these two in particular, and they're unique on the space. You can only get them through one Leeds. It's exclusive. It's been a really long deal that I've had to get through. This e-commerce site, there's going to be so much stuff dedicated to Leeds United. If you want to become a member, it's completely free. The first 50 members on this channel, on this website, the link is in the description below. It's the first link. The first 50 get entered into a raffle to win a Calvin Phillips signed shirt. Not only that, one of the 50 wins 100 quid. And he's got loads, the guy I'm working with right now, loads of memorabilia, loads of bonuses, and it's an e-commerce site. You can register your affiliate scheme on there as well when it comes to setting up your shop, and you get added benefits, and they've got lower rates than Amazon, Vinted, and eBay. Get involved. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm going to launch a One Lead shop on there in the coming weeks, I think, as well. But you guys do it. You can do it for any of your businesses. It's well worth it. Job Match Group. Why is it different from Indeed? Why is it different from others? It's catered to specific job sectors, and it's fantastic. You can filter it. You can put every need in from any job that you want, and it will cater it to that. It'll filter it to that. It's very unique in the space as well. And I understand that some of you guys might be looking for work. The Job Match Group is absolutely perfect. It's well worth it. So yeah, guys, get involved in those two. They're sponsoring the Watchalong. They're sponsoring the channel going forward. And as I say, there's going to be so many incentives from these two in particular to Leeds United fans. So you've got to get involved in the e-commerce site. It makes complete sense. Okay, what else is everybody saying on the watch along as well? Smash the like, support you guys. I really appreciate it, mate. Really appreciate you getting involved. So do us a favor, slap a like on the video, everybody, as always. If you don't, YouTube have basically racked out some algorithm changes where if you're not liking the video and if we're not getting a certain amount of likes, it just doesn't get ranked on anything. So that's why I'm kind of like trying to hammer that at this moment in time. Decaf for the guts, mate. Nige, I know, mate. You are right. You are right. I mean, this is just, I've gone for a cafetiere and I've spilled it everywhere. So it's an absolute nightmare. Yorkshire Sea, nice one, Helen. Okay, we've got Adam saying some positive changes. I suppose we can't complain at Farkenham if this team doesn't perform, that's all. But looking forward to seeing Nonto in the 10. Yeah, 100%, Adam. And the thing is, I think what we've kind of got to take from all this is it's taken since April. This is my frustration with it, okay? We could all see this post-Sunderland. And I have to say, the whole, well, what do you want now? He's changed him, blah, 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 blah. This is why I am convinced that there's been conversations in Leeds United. It's not to say the whole team is being dictated by the owners. That is not happening. We all know that. We're all very intelligent. I believe the reaction that Ramazani displayed, the reaction, so we just mentioned Ramazani on screen there, Parag has displayed, the conversations and people behind the scenes that I know this factually have been upset with us losing the lead that we've had, the visible frustration to everybody in the West Stand that Parag was displaying in the last game against Swansea, people who heard him in the back room being frustrated. I believe there would have been a conversation. That is not a very unusual thing to happen. If we want to blow this up now and Parag's now picking the whole team, he's picking this, that, and the other, that is not what I said. I said I reckon there's been a conversation where there's been a frank conversation from the owner to the manager. This has to happen now. You've said no in January. You've said no. They don't have to walk, for goodness sake. I said, what a ridiculous comment. They have to, Farke would have walked. Not at all. Farke would have been on the understanding that this is ridiculous of him now to keep starting him. I understand that. Daniel Farke would have thought, surely after that game, there needs to be a change. But I think there will have been 100% a conversation between him and Parag, because there was a conversation between him and Parag after the Hull City game when Parag went up to him and said, I can get you a new stopper if you want. Why is Parag saying that? Because Parag shouldn't say that, because he's the owner. Parag shouldn't be getting involved, but they get involved. That's football. Now there is more head coaches than managers. This makes complete sense. There is literal head coach, owner conversations consistently in football. As I've mentioned, Laporta at Barcelona, Abramovich at Chelsea, Ed Woodward at Man United. If there is a close relationship between the owner or chairman and the manager, these conversations are said, are done. It can literally be from a ground level in terms of grassroots to the very top. Yeah? That's why a lot of them now are head coaches, not managers. They don't rule the ship. Farke isn't going to walk if him and Parag have a conversation and Parag airs some of his frustrations. That's absolutely ridiculous. So these things will and do happen in football. Of course they do. And I think we're naive to think that they don't. And if there's frustration from the owner, if the owner's offered him a player and he said no, if the player then continues to hurt his investment consistently, Parag will 100% will have gone down, or at least had a conversation with Daniel Farke and said this needs to happen right now, and Farke would have probably agreed with him 100%. Let's have a look. Cages said the defense went to Farke, expressed concern about melee fact. Cages play. Yeah, look, yeah, and he wouldn't be wrong there, mate. He wouldn't be wrong. I don't think Cage is wrong with that at all. But do we genuinely believe that this is the first time it's been said? Do we genuinely believe that this is the first time that there's been an epiphany after the previous game that melee needs to be out? It's nonsense. Parag will have expressed his frustration. The defence, the midfield, the whole team would have expressed frustrations. Do we really think that after the Sunderland game, when Junior Firpo stormed down the tunnel, he wouldn't have said anything to Daniel Farke? It's complete naivety. The fact that they have invested heavily and they want a return, pressure on Farke, 100%, mate. 100%. 100%. Bang on. %. At this point, though, we've got to question our goalkeeping coaches, as we've had melee for like 6 years now. 100%. Agree, Connor. I think Farke is due something. 100%, mate. But Marath plays for and how much in just normal general life when it comes to company directors, Sujal, and it comes to everything. Do we think there'd be an influence from the top down, a trickle down effect? Of course, it's just life. It's just life. You know, it is what it is. Hope Rothwell injury isn't too bad. Agreed. 100%. Big day for Connor. Hope the rest plan is ready for some hugs, mate. 100%, Dean. 100%. Let's hope so, bud. You're doing the Creators Cup, I keep hearing, Connor. I'm not, mate. No. When I cracked my ankle, so unfortunately, I've got to speak about this, really, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me. So I was speaking to Jer the other day, and Joe Blackburn, and shout out to Joe Blackburn, who's done a really good job. Unfortunately, I still can't rotate my ankle. I can't lean on the outside of my ankle. I'm going for scans again. Initially, it was supposed to be ligaments. They now don't believe it is ligaments. They believe that it's healing in the wrong way. It's causing me a lot of pain. So I cannot commit to, when is it? April, May, June. Is it June? June or July, I think it is. There's still questions about me going for surgery, basically. So I can't commit to that, unfortunately. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah, no, I'm not, mate. I'm not going to be participating. If the reaction happens out on the field, then it will happen in the change rooms. They're humans, not robots. That's the end of melee. In all seriousness, does he get sacked if Leeds lose the next two? I don't know, mate. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Joe Wayman said you were idiotic to voice this view. Okay. No comment. Yeah. There was a lot of the comment section as well who were also voicing that view, and there's a lot of you, so maybe we're all idiots, and he's right, and the Oracle. So fair play to him. Fair play to him. As I say, counterpoint, more than happy to open that forum again. And I was never wanting to lose that forum anyway, so more than happy to have him on. We can have a discussion about it. More than happy to do that. So yeah, absolutely fine. Exactly. Do you think Daniel will be sacked if we do not go up? I do, mate. I do, 100%. Will you be at the CC in attendance, though, Connor? What's that, buddy? I don't know what that means. I don't think Farker or any manager is under pressure. Must be. I think at the end of the season, 100% there'll be a conversation. Definitely, 100%. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at with it, to be honest with you. Okay, let's have a look at Luton's side, shall we, everybody? Let's have a quick look at Luton's side. So Luton have gone with Makoso McGuinness, Bell, Isaiah Jones, who wasn't supposed to be fit for this one, Alfie Doherty as well, Carlton Morris, and Adebayo going forward. Now the thing is with this as well is I think Isaiah Jones and Doherty are going to fall back into a back five. You're going to get Asgard there. Obviously, they brought in from Wigan. Walsh, Clark in that three, Carlton Morris and Adebayo going forward. It's not a bad side. It's not a bad side. It's a side who's lost 1 in 5 as well. So it's going to be a tough one for Leeds, but this side should have more than enough. Bamford being back as well. Maybe that's just a bit of experience to almost replicate whatever it is that we've lost through Joe Rotham, which is obviously a lot. Let's have a look. Afternoon, Con. 4 win today. Heard it here first. Yeah, let's hope so, bud. Let's hope Ramazani, Aragon, what's going on, mate? I hope Ramazani gets at least 30 minutes today. Yeah, I'm a fan of. Look, let me tell you why I'm a fan of Ramazani. I think Ramazani has just been almost forgotten. I don't understand as well, guys, by the fan base. I think I don't really get that. You guys, my community are a very, very good community. Do you know what I want to say as well about you guys? I just want to say like a massive thank you, because the last week and 10 days, you've all been fantastic, brilliant. You're all very engaging, interactive, and it's thought-provoking stuff. It really is. Some of the stuff that I'm reading on a night and I'm looking at your comments and I'm like, I didn't even think of that. And that's what I hope this is. I hope it's a collaborative conversation. It's subjective, but you guys are telling me stuff and I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. You know, Helen was in the chat earlier on and she mentioned something about Joseph and I was like, oh yeah, Helen's right. I'll have a look at that. And Helen was right. Yeah. It's not to say I'm right, because I'll be honest with you guys, a lot of the time I'm not right. And that's a self-admittance thing. But you guys are great. You've been really informative. I've been reading what you've been saying back. Some of you have disagreed with me. And it's good comments. Aragorn himself, I think some of his comments have been excellent in the last couple of videos. Sojal is always putting in some really informative content as well. And there's loads of you, loads and loads of you. You've got really, really informative things to say. Even people from other channels. You're fantastic. So keep it coming. Let me know what you think. Honestly, that's what it's all about. This was what the community was all about when I set it up. So, and the lack of toxicity in here has been excellent as well. We don't have community guidelines on the channel. I know Jer and I'm speaking to Darren on the Leeds Bros as well, and they've got community guidelines. I don't put community guidelines on there because I think there should be a self-regulation thing from you guys, and you'll just be hid from the channel. If you come on and abuse other people who are in my space, and even people who are, maybe not fond of me, which we know there are a few people, if you come in and abuse these people, you will be removed. You can talk about it, but you'll be removed if you abuse these people. Okay, because I don't want to have that community. I want it to be a nice community of which you guys really enjoy coming. I want it to be as family friendly as it can be as well. Sometimes I'm a little bit animated and passionate and maybe a bit sweary, and I will try stop that. There was a point at which I didn't do that, and I'm trying to get back to that. But I just wanted to say a big thank you. We have actually got into the top 25 football fan channels for this month when it comes to views, which is unbelievable. We are the only fan channel in the space in the championship, I think it was, to get into that 25. So below, I think we're a place below Rory Jennings, which was a personal milestone for the channel. So that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So thank you so much. Even daft things like the preview last night, nearly on 10K views. Unbelievable. You guys are just flying. And I hope you see that I'm really trying as well to build things up, to get out there with Jim Bob and to get to Ellen Road and Bramall Lane and Ireland and Miami and hopefully other places. And I really hope you're seeing the effort being put into to emulate what you guys are doing for me, because none of it will be possible without you guys. So thank you. And I want you all to just be part of the community and be happy and stuff like that. That's great stuff. And I really, really appreciate that. So thank you. End of the day, Connor, it's either going to work or it isn't. That's football. Be prepared and you won't be disappointed. 100%, man. 100%. Luke's in the building. Great to see you live from Australia. Darlow is from Wales. Your lineup it has, mate. It's got the English flag. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Look, mate, I'll be honest. This is data. I don't manually control the flags. So I'm sure that will update. Mike says, best community on any Leeds channel. I really appreciate that, mate. Trev said, yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of, it's not, I wouldn't say the intelligence, but sometimes I just want to, I don't want any abuse that way. I don't want you to be doing any of that, guys. We have differences, evidently, which is a shame. I don't want it to be like that, but it is like that. I don't want it to be like that, but yeah, I don't want any hate going that way at all. I don't want you guys to put that in here. I want it to be, look, we're talking about football, we're talking about Leeds. Let's keep it off that. I have to address that because you guys talk to me about it all the time. You ask me about it all the time. That's kind of my piece on it, and I kind of want to leave it there. I would have preferred to start Ramazani to Solomon. I agree, completely agree. Been on this channel for a few years now in the Bielsa. It's the hard work you put in, and it shows. You don't get over 40,000 subscribers for nothing. Yeah, I agree. Aragon again, Nonta coming in is a win-win. He seems in that good form and could really use that. It also gives Brendan something to fight for. Yeah, he does, mate. And hopefully, like with Brendan, you think about with Brendan, if he comes on and if he's influential and it's like a 20, 25-minute thing, imagine we've actually seen a different component to his game. Yeah, and that's fantastic. That's great. Brendan Aronson coming in and doing something off the bench and really being an impact player. That's how I saw him from the beginning of the season when Jorginho Rutter was in that central attacking midfield space. I thought we'd keep hold of him. We didn't, obviously. But I thought Brendan would be that impact player from the bench. That's what we're speaking about. That's not happened, okay? And I think the reliance on Brendan's been tough. And in my opinion, he's clearly not up to that standard. I don't think so anyway. Jim says, you built this lad with the tone of how the channel, and you don't talk, you know what? You've created this environment. Well done. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. It's a lovely comment. Thank you so much. Matt says, do you think the back four look less shaky with Darlow? I think the only thing here, Matt, is there is a lot of pressure on him. They're still going to be whipping balls in. There's physical bodies up front. They're effectively going to a 5-3-2 or a 4-4-2. That's kind of what we've got to look at, really. It's kind of where I'm at with it. It's very much, how do I put this? I think a lot of balls are going to go in on Darlow. Pause. But I think this is going to happen because they're going to see a keeper that's just come in. There's been a lot of noise around it all from media, from everything as well. The reason I'm really not really upset, because we're waiting to see what happens today, and Borough, which I think people are forgetting about. They were excellent last night. Borough and Luton are massive right now. The reason I'm upset with him, and I've been upset with him this week, is because what he's done is he's put unnecessary pressure on Carl Darlow. He's taken Melee out, but taking him out after Sunderland is very different to taking him out with 7 games remaining when the context is completely different. That's why I'm upset and have been upset at Farker this week. I think he had to take him out. So I'm not giving him kudos because he's taking him out. I'm not well done, Daniel Farker. I'm not doing that. That had to be made. It was bottom basement stuff, in my opinion. You guys might disagree. Now they kind of focus in the building. How's it going, man? Feeling positive about this today. Shame no Joe Roth. Need Amps leadership out there today. I think we'll nick it 2-1, then back in the flat. I agree with what you're saying, man. Agree with what you're saying. Bobby, my man. How's it going, buddy? How's it going, my friend? So I'm not seeing you I think we saw you last time, bud. Top man followed you from all these TV days. I honestly didn't realise the missus had brought this one. Mr. Leeds. I'm certainly not that, but try my best. Top man followed you from all these tips. Bobby, I always see you in here, mate. Thanks so much, bud. Trev, top man. Brian from Jacksonville. Stay positive. Changes made today with the visit. We are indeed, mate. We are indeed. James says you made it happen, Connor. We need to thank you for making this space possible. Not giving it up when people giving you. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I feel a lot of people want me to cancel this, and get down on, go for me a little bit, and it's fine. It's an opinion, but let's not say that football's an opinion for everybody if you don't like opinions from everybody. Yeah, I go back in the chat with a lot of you. I'll read some of the comments, and I think Aaron Gordon said something actually, and it's not going back. I tried to rationally give my view back, and we have a conversation in the comments as well. So, but I want it to be an open voice. If you disagree with me, if you come in and say I'm a you know what, then you're going to get removed. And this has happened. People come in and go, Connor, you're a ba ba ba. But I think this is like, come on. Can we articulate opinion without throwing insult? And sometimes I'll come in here, there'll be a football player will make a mistake, and I'll go, you absolute Doylem, something like that. But it's never personal. Burnley fan here says, Riley, love the channel, only Leeds community, which seem like decent. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thanks, buddy. Okay, let's have a quick look at some more. You guys are saying, oh, Jim says, any rumors for next year? Man, we'll get along. Love the walk-alongs. No one else does that. Do you guys like the walk-alongs? Do you guys actually enjoy it? There's sometimes I'll do stuff in here and it's a proper studio setup. I've invested a lot of money into it and you guys just prefer me walking around. It's brilliant. But I know you guys actually enjoy that. Sometimes I think, doesn't it get annoying, me just like walking around, like the camera bobbing up and down? But then I was told I went to see a couple of Leeds fans in Robin Hood's Bay. I should have filmed it, to be honest, but I don't want to just stick cameras up. It's you know, in the face and stuff. It was great. And I was in Robin Hood's Bay near Whitby. And they were saying to me, it was John Mallett, who's a patron, and John was saying, I love it because it feels like I'm there with you, talking. I thought that I never thought of it like that. But it's daft things, isn't it, that you don't expect. It's ridiculous. I find them absolutely ridiculous that you guys actually enjoy it. Morning, says Mike. Hey Mike, how's it going, buddy? What's going on in your world, buddy? Martin's here. Hi, Connor. I feel we have to win today. I agree with you, man. Jimmy Paddy Farker seems to say things. He thinks we'll get fans on side with things like certain to Prem football, and he's dropping melee. He thinks he's done a good job. Yeah, I think he does play. He does play to the gallery a little bit, doesn't he? Lee says, coming to watch this with everyone else in the channel and yourself, Connor, makes it feel less anxious. Keep it coming. We've got the boys. Yeah, let's do it, mate. Let's do it. Shout out to you folks as well. I don't think you I don't think I read out your score prediction 2-1, man. I like the walk along in the car. Blinky, why, mate? Why? Why do you guys like it? Look, Tom's in there as well. It's bad. It's madness. Connor, it's the case of stick your head above the parapet and someone's going to shoot. Yeah, that's exactly it, mate. And I understand. We're very lucky to have like a big community. And I tell you what, as well, if you're not subscribed, everybody, please subscribe. We're nearly at 43,000, which is mad. But when you have got 43,000, you do leave yourself there to be shot at. I just think some of the tone of it, and sometimes it's poor. It's poor. I think some of it's really poor. And it moves away from Leeds United, and the focus moves more on a personal aspect. And I think that's really poor. And I always try to keep it on Leeds. You guys know there's never any sort of like indirectness. There's not at all, or passive aggression. It's not like that whatsoever. I'm focusing on Daniel Farker all week, haven't I? I don't focus anywhere else. And it's not never personal with Farker. It's just where I think he can improve. And I hope that you guys see as well, when I'm maybe passionate and my delivery is passionate, I'm always trying to be solution-based. Let's bring Ramazani on the left. Let's bring Nonto in centrally. Let's bring Rothwell and Tanaka together. So we've got that balance again that saw us so well for so many games. It's just my opinion. And I'm wrong so much. I am wrong so much at the time. So much of the time, but it is what it is. Love the walk-alongs in addition to the studio. Real life. Cheers, mate. Why is Joseph not in? He's not in because Helen was saying that he is injured. Shout out to you, Helen. Knowing more than I am in the space. Walking around Manchester, love that. The walk-alongs are brilliant. No thrills. Shout out to you, man. Connor, I thought Anthony wasn't fit yet. 7:15 in Niagara, Canada. Grundinator, how you doing, man? How you doing? Tomatio 87 in the building. More natural and not so Radiohead talking when it's outside. Why is Joseph not injuries, mate? Bulgarian Blade. How you doing, matey? Love how we're all coming. 5 o'clock. Love your channel, pal, watching from Bulgaria. You guys thinking you're going to be winning today? Blades as well in the chat. Do you enjoy the reviews of your games as well? And Leeds fans as well. Do you enjoy that? The Conor McGilligan channel is there. We have got stuff with Jim on there now. If you guys want to go over and subscribe, that'd help me out. But let me know some ideas of general bits that you like as well. Because, I love talking about football. I watch many games outside of Leeds United. And that's why I think I've got a decent grasp on things. But I know I don't get everything right. So let me know what sort of things you'd like to see on the general channel and, of course, the main channel. Do you think we'll change our style of play with such a tight, small pitch? I don't, mate. I think at Loftus Road we kind of saw that, to be honest with you, where it was pretty similar. Tom says, clip up this comment, Connor, but I feel Bamford is going to score the goal. That's imagine. Well, imagine we go up. And imagine Bamford saves us. I think my man Cage's head would fall off. And mine. Cagey's spot on with his takes on Bamford, in my opinion. And I'm the exact same. But as soon as he pulls on that Leeds United shirt, got to support him, haven't you? Even though we can criticise. 90 goals on the front four in Feb, 2 goals in March on the front four. Almost like rotation would have been useful. Tommy Ladd might be on the fan forum later on. Let's get this winner. Connor says live for William. Yes, mate, let's do it. Cheers, Trev, again. Can see your comments, man. Can see your comments. Thanks, buddy. Hello, all. Checking in from sunny Australian coast. Love the start time for the Aussie supporters match on together. Yeah, it's nice, man. How you doing, Tom? Are you an Aussie or are you an expat, mate? Everyone is allowed an opinion. There is no place for personal insults. Definitely not, mate. Joe, how you doing, man? I'm a Leicester fan. I listen all the time, mate. You're great at what you do. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. The get together with Jim Bob are brilliant. I don't watch TV anymore. I'm a YouTube freak. Do you know what, mate? I'm the same. There's a point of which I stopped watching TV. Do you know what I do watch? And this is for some of you Aussies. Married at First Sight Australia. Yeah? Married at First Sight Australia is the number one go-to, everybody. Am I a little bit feminine? Maybe. Have I bleached my hair? Maybe. Maybe there's something I need to tell my girlfriend. I don't know. But listen, I like Married at First Sight. Love the psychology. You know. Difference in relationships. It's interesting. Although if I did say on there, you know, like a girl's looking nice today, my girlfriend would lynch me for that. And so I've got to be careful what I say. But yeah, Married at First Sight Australia is the go-to, guys. That's the only TV I watch right now. I've been thinking it in the back of my mind all season. Brian F says, Darlow is a veteran international star. I believe he's going to be burdened by pressure. Yeah, and you've got to think as well, Brian. He's been playing for Wales at international level. This isn't some schmuck. Whatsoever. So all positive on that front. Go on, Paddy. Great channel, Connor. Come on, Leeds. Must win today. Blades fan here in peace, Nathan Armstrong. I have to say I'm getting annoyed at you, Connor, because you and your content, I'm starting to like it. Great content, mate. Nathan, that's the point, mate. It's the point. It's to get the Blades over, even though I think initially you all hated me, and that's fine. But just so you know, Blades fans, me and Jimmy are very, very good mates, and we don't take this stuff literally. Okay, Jimmy and Joe, to be fair, with battle lines, we're going to be really upset if this has to fold. We love battle lines, but I ain't the mates as well. Jimmy in particular, obviously, who I've known a bit longer than Joe now. Jimmy's just next level. He's a top lad and a friend. Do you know what I mean? So when we've dialed it up and all this sort of stuff with me and him, see, we can do that. We can take the you-know-what out of each other, and we can, you know, it's not too serious, and it never has been. And he'll be loving it if Leeds screw up. I love it if you lot screw up, obviously, because we want the best for our teams. But on a personal level, which is more important, it's great. Yeah, it's always been great. Me too. By the way, Connor, loved your chat with Jer. You and he are the most informed creators in the business. Are you planning on doing any more? Yes, mate. Me and it's actually really good that me and Jer have connected. Actually, it's been a really good thing from the Creators Cup. Not to go into too much detail, but we did have a WhatsApp chat, and me and Jer have started talking through that, and it's really nice to actually have that, you know, relationship there, because you kind of feel that there is a bit of a divide, and you guys are right with that interpretation. It's kind of how I think as well. So it's nice to see, you know, me and Jer almost like getting rid of that, and it just being, look, we're just there talking about Leeds. Who cares? But it's ridiculous. And yeah, it's been great. And I hope you guys have seen that I've always tried to get rid of that divide and not keep it there. But, you know, with Jer, it's been fantastic. And I've actually got to know him, you know, on the brief time that we've been speaking. He's a top guy. And his content is the biggest channel in the Leeds space. And what a job he's doing, by the way. Really gone down in my book there, Connor. I presume this is for the maths shout. It's Connor, what's the name of your white and red brand logo coat? What do you mean, mate? Which is this? Have I missed something? Right, Rayford says nothing wrong with bleaching your hair, watching romantic TV and having a girlfriend. Keep being yourself. Oh, Rayford, what a guy. I don't feel right there, mate. You've complimented me. I need to get a bit of abuse there. Mike Spot Life in Colombia says, I firmly believe Burnley drops points against Coventry. Hope you're right, buddy. Hope you're right. Imagine Jer, Connor and Cage. Yeah, that would be good. And don't forget, we've got a lot of brilliant content creators, haven't you? But how good's Gabe been, by the way? How good has Gabe been? We need to give him his flowers as well. Gabe has just been, he's just stepped it up. When he's coming on the channel now, he's going to be back tomorrow night, and how he's just articulated stuff, how he's just, Gabe has come with a fresh perspective on One Leeds, and he has just been top draw. Gabe has his haters, but Oh man, he's an intelligent guy in the space, Gabe. Really, really intelligent guy in the space, and a friend, a very good friend of mine. So yeah, top at what he does. And he was a patron as well. Gabe was a patron initially, and we've got some fantastic patrons who will be back on the fan forum as well later on. Connor, are you even going to go to the Creators Cup anyway? Even if you can't play, be there to meet. Good to meet you. Yeah, it's a difficult one, as I'm sure you can imagine. You know, you kind of got to read between the lines. I can't really talk about it, but it's it's a difficult one, unfortunately. From me on a personal stance, yeah, it's a difficult one, Nige. But at Leeds games and stuff like that, 100%, buddy, 100%. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to do all these things. But yeah, unfortunately, physically, I can't play, and yeah, mentally, a few bits have gone on of which I wouldn't really want to be. I won't want to be disingenuous to go there and have that. You know what I mean? So I've got to be kind of authentic and true to myself, really. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it, to be honest with you. And I don't really want to speak about that anymore, mate, if I'm honest with you. So but thanks anyway. Gabe is unique in this space. He is, mate. He's brilliant. South Korea, shot of soju every time Connor says 100%. Do I say that this much? Is that my kind of go-to? Is that what I say a lot of? Oh God, I need to just step off, don't I, with all this stuff. Gabe is unique in the space. He is, mate, 100%. Gabe has been brilliant. It doesn't matter what the other teams do. It's what we do, Connor. Yeah, and what we're saying there, Brownie's going to be back on next week. Hopefully we've got Brownie on for the debrief. Maybe might have him on for the debrief with Oscar. Oscar, another one, by the way. Love Oscar. I love Oscar's opinions on stuff. What's Oscar's favorite word? You guys know Oscar's favorite word. Nah, honestly, mate. Not from my side, and never has been. Never has been. So I don't want that to be in the ether, but never from my side ever, really. Don't agree with some things at all, but it's never been that. You know, from my side. So it is what it is. Hi, Cello. How's it going? You haven't given me a score yet. Yeah, I'm going to go with 2-1. Let's stick it with Leeds, shall we? Let's stick it with Leeds. Here we go. Oscar's hat is famous. Jay, no. Not at all. No. God, this is a bit of a drama-ridden stream so far, isn't it? Come on, let's talk about Leeds. Leeds are coming on. That's why people are here. No, not at all. No. I think Cage is brilliant. I think he's absolutely excellent. And we've never fallen out. No, Cage just is unique in his own way. He's got a unique opinion. He's crystallized. I think he's excellent. I feel like we've always bigged up KG on here, and he was a big part of the channel for a long time. But he does his own thing, man. Cage is unique, and that's a good thing. Right, okay, we're nearly there. We are nearly there. Fast start needed. Here we go. The players coming out. The truth is here. Here we go, guys. And we've actually got a stream now that works. Fantastic. Here we go. Right, let's get this party started, shall we? Let's get this party started. Come on, boys. Big game. Slap a like on the video, guys. Let's get going. Carl Darlow's in. Come on, Carl. Big game for you, fella. Big game for you. Let's get rid of this hoodoo. Get rid of the hoodoo. Go out. Batter Luton. Vindication. Come on. Leeds United up against Luton in the bottom three. Also, Chris and Kev. Never forget. Forever Leeds. Quite right. Chris and Kev. This one's for Chris and Kev. Go and do it for him, Leeds. Come on. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jim. Let's go. Slap a like on the video, everybody. Share it to your friends as well. We're always trying to grow One Leeds, and it's grown so much in the past, however many, last month has been excellent on the channel. Last month, we've had a lot of views. It's been great. You guys have been here and enjoying it as well. We've seen the Watchalongs grow as well. You know, for us on the channel, we don't base everything on Watchalong, so I didn't think you guys would ever be interested. But wow, the growth has been excellent. You know, 16K, 15K, 11, 12K. It's been unbelievable for us over here. So thank you so much for that. Yes, Connor. Yeah, OIB, yeah. It's constant, mate. It's constant. So it's a shame, and it shouldn't be that way, but it is. And I didn't want it to be that way, but it is. It is what it is. You know, as I say, opinions are like, you know what's in football. We should all it should just be a thing, shouldn't it? Should just be a thing. Thank you so much, YouTube user. Brandon, wow, thank you. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Martin sent a super sticker. Martin, don't ever send me a super sticker anyway without saying what you think, mate. Without saying what you think. And give me a comment on there, buddy. So Darlow, Bogle, should we get the we'll get the data on, shall we? Let's get the data on. Let's start playing this again. Come on, Leeds. Right, and guys, if you haven't done this with me before, what we do is we get the manual clock going and we set up, the stream is looking good now, which is fantastic, thank God. We will set up the timer in aligned with how I'm watching the stream, obviously. So you guys can stick your timer on. You can pause your Sky right now if you want. Why do I sound like my dad? Do you know what I mean? I sound like my dad. I'm just like, oh, you can pause your Sky, son. I'm just going to be using the remote like that in a second. But you can do that by, you just pause your Sky, put it on here, all this sort of stuff. If you're not doing Sky, if you do CBS, I know there's a lot of Aussies that watch. You can pause it, set yourself up with me, and we'll go. What a huge game this is for Leeds. How are we feeling? Woo! We're a little bit nervous. It's a big one for Leeds. We all know it's a big one. And we're setting it up. Thanks, Dino. Appreciate that. Yeah, I've seen you there, Martin. Good lad. Good lad. SUC, mate. Oh, my God. Was made aware, trust me. But I won't. It feels like that is a situation of which it's trying to encourage me to comment, if you get where I'm going. So I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to say anything. Just they can keep whatever they're doing going, mate. Whatever. We move, don't we? Okay, Farker, big decisions, but let's go. We're going to align, because a lot of you guys were saying that apparently the timer wasn't going alongside me watching it. So it's fine now. Absolutely fine. Made sure I dealt with it. Good lad. Thanks, Lee. Is Ampadu fit enough, says Roney? You're right. You're right. 100%. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so. So apparently Leeds have had 2 passes so far, but they haven't on mine. So we get going. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Leeds kicking off. Right. Okay, guys. I'm just going to set this clock up. And we're just waiting for it. Don Goodman's on commentary, which is fantastic. Darlow's first touch as he clears. God, Sky Sports, the title in it, the running, it's hilarious, isn't it? They absolutely love this. Tanaka on the ball, coming away with it. Right, we are just approaching 20 seconds. Here we go. Solomon on the ball right now. Look, is he offside? Come on, man. Oh, come on. Start as we mean to go on, fella. Come on, stay on side. Simple pass. Let's have a go. Yeah, I appreciate that, OIB. Appreciate that. Kaminsky anyway with the kick. That's weird. The Sky timer is behind the Luton timer. Ball nodded up. Adebayo cleared. Leeds free kick. I wonder how much they're going to be up for this. As in Luton. I wonder how much we're going to see from Luton Town here. Be funny to watch though. Right. Okay. Leeds throw. I might turn this up a little bit. I don't think you guys can hear it, can you? I've got headphones on now. Come on. Big game. Would you guys take a draw today? I'm not sure I'd take a draw. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd take a draw. Rodon. Bogle. Ampadu. Rodon. Leads in little triangles here. Rodon gets rid of it. I don't know what's going on with Rodon in first halves of games, but his passing's always a bit off. He gets into it in the second half, doesn't he? Ball in, save Darlow, good lad. Balled out by Darlow, good delivery actually. Solomon plays it inside. The grass is looking brilliant. Peru, back to Solomon. Come on, Mano. 3 in the box. Solomon delivers. Oh, he's had to score. James at the back post. Dan, you've got to score. James should have put Leeds 1-0 up. Really good counter-attack from Leeds. Positive. Peru, just in that number 10 role. Plays it to Solomon. Excellent first-time delivery. James has got to score. Got to score. Ball lands on his head. It's oh, good. It's a child's header, isn't it? Come on, Dan. It's got to be better than that. These are the moments. These are big moments for Leeds United. Early goal completely seals the pressure, doesn't it? Big moment there for Dan James, but encouraging for Leeds United. Encouraging. Got to start taking some of these chances early on. We really have. Flipping heck, what a chance that was. Game on a take a draw. He caught the ball. Oh man, that was a big moment for me. That really big moment. And I'm not overdoing that, but back post free ball went beyond their man. That just shows how much Leeds United have the quality to get through. Tanaka breaks through the Luton press, does really well. Rodon, better start from Tanaka as well. Be good to see him and Tanaka in the space. Peru. Nonto does really well. Nonto holds on to it. Dan James now. Can he have a go? We play the ball behind Dan James. It has to be in front of him. Dan James is most effective when the ball is in front of him. James again. Ampadu. Tanaka. Strauk. Firpo. Solomon stays on side. Going up against his man again. Can he go on that left-hand side? Cuts inside this time. Loses it. I think the reason I like, as Bell does well there, by the way, to knock it out and he beats Solomon in the duel. I think why I like Ramazani is how explosive he is off that left-hand side. I think Ramazani is always more of a problem than Solomon. You guys might disagree there. That's my personal perspective of it. Yeah, my personal perspective. Bell. No, it's not Bell, is it? It's Marquiso, I think. Marquiso. The Luton player just seems to be coming further forward here. And taking his time. Get on with it, man. 4 hours on the throw-in. Jesus Christ. Takes it. Morris. Solomon. Strout clears. McGuinness. Firpo. Ooh, heavy landing as Carlton Morris. Bell. Adebayo. Strout clears. It's a very, very, very scrappy game, this. Very scrappy. Luton get hold of it. Bell. Tanaka now down. It's a real battle, this. Get the ball on the floor, Leeds. Tanaka plays it forward. Solomon, can he get to it? Just needs a touch. Doesn't get the touch. Ampadu gives away a free kick. Very scrappy start to proceedings here. Ampadu's had a good start. He's had a good start though, hasn't he, Tanaka? 1-0 Cov. Wow. Wow. Let's have a quick look. Let's beam over to Coventry. Let's beam over. Come on, Hadji. Right. Ole, 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 ole. Hadji, right. Come on, Leeds. Here we go. Oh, man, it amps it up. And Coventry look like they've had a good start as well. Look at that. Wow. We go back over. Leeds United. And look, if Leeds, we've been given a chance here. The game's not over. But Burnley have conceded a goal. Ah, God, the strain has just been added. God. Long throw. Alfie Doughty. Effort on goal, blocked. Firpo, Solomon, clears. Burnley currently losing. Leeds currently a point ahead of him. Adebayo, physical. They're all over Leeds here in terms of physically, by the way. Bully boy tactics. Solomon on the left-hand side. James, who's gone over to his side as well, which really narrows it. Leeds just need to get a feel of the ball right now, in my opinion. Strout. Tanaka. Good balance. Needs movement from Peru. Peru's coming too close. He's coming too close to Tanaka when he's got the ball. We need a spin-off. This is where the number 9's always a problem. You look at Ty Campbell for Sheffield United, and then Peru kicks it out of play. He has to be better, Joel Peru, in protecting that ball, everybody. If he's not going to spin off and he's not going to make these number 9 movements, these sharp, incisive movements off McGuinness and off Bell, he's got to, when he comes short, he's got to be accurate. He's got to be precise. It's not good enough to do stuff like that. He's killed Leeds' attack, and now Luton have the ball and a chance to move forward here. As they do, Clark on the ball. Out wide, Jones with a lot of space. Solomon does well. Good recovery. Firpo. Solomon. Firpo. Firpo loses it. Leeds playing triangles in a very, very tight area here. Firpo gets rid of it straight to Clark. An awful clearance from Junior Firpo. Isaiah Jones, good feet. Goodness me. So far offside. Chris ain't happy, the Burnley fan. Yeah, currently Leeds scraping onto that top 2. And the psychological boost, if we win this and Burnley do drop points, you know, even if it's Burnley just not winning, I'd take that at the minute with how Burnley have been going. Tanaka. Nonso. Flag's gone up again. Leeds apparently, it's really frustrating this from Leeds United. Dan James in particular there. Peru gets the ball, plays the ball over the top. Now James is offside. It's James and Solomon. It's just hold the frigging line. Let's stop being erratic. Be intelligent in your movement. James a yard offside there. I mean, it's on Peru as well, because Peru can see he's offside, plays the ball anyway. Leeds have got to be smarter. Dan James in that first moment, this is why I harp on about it, guys. He had to score inside 2 minutes there. Had to score. Doesn't. Heads it down. Keeper saves. Easy. It's got to be better. The quality. Strout. They're in a right battle here, Leeds, by the way. Adebayo. And Peru gives away a brain-dead foul. Firpo, it is a foul. Firpo gives away a stupid foul on the edge of the box. This is what I mean, everybody, when I'm talking about just being intelligent, just being smart. Why is Firpo going in there? If you're not watching the game, 10 minutes, 15 in, Junior Firpo has decided really intelligently about 5-10 yards away from our box towards the corner flag to just not jockey Adebayo, who's going nowhere, but to give away a foul on the edge of the area. And they have a lot of big boys in there. McGuinness, Adebayo, Carlton Morris. Jesus, got a Firpo, man. Does a Firpo, doesn't he? Doughty. Well done, Bogle. No foul. No foul, Bogle. Isaiah Jones. I think Luton have settled more here. I'll be honest. Luton are the better team so far. Ball played in. Well done, Carl Darlow. Brilliant, Carl Darlow. Not palming it away, not being an erratic idiot. Carl Darlow, the ball is put on him there. Excellent. If you're not watching the game, tough ball brought in on him there. Adebayo, everybody sort of like going to gun it. Darlow with an excellent save and clapped by Joe Rodon. Excellent from Darlow. Well done, sir. Passes out from the back. Very assured start from the goalkeeper so far. Not palmed it away like an absolute clown. Tanaka goes back to Darlow. Clears it, gets his foot through it. Not a great clearance from Darlow. But, okay, Bogle struggles there. Doughty. Flipping it, man. Ball played in again. See how important the early goal was there. Important from Dan James. Very, very important. Leeds are second best here so far. Really are second best. Clark on the ball now. Offside. Looked offside. Not given, but it was given. Looked offside. Good line from Leeds. Good line. Second best here, though, currently. Oh, sorry, guys. It's not. Yep, my bad. My bad. My bad. Yep. You are right. You are right. Apologies. We are further behind. That should have updated. Apologies for that. Solomon, thank you for letting us know there, lads and lasses. Does Leeds win a free kick? This is where we're at. Okay, guys, this is where we're at. Apologies. Solomon. If you are new, everybody slap a like on the video. Thank you so much. Solomon over it. Come on. Ball in. Solomon. Flicked on. What a save from Kaminsky. Peru gets a flick on. What a save. Oh, my God. Ball played in, bounced twice, hit Firpo. More of a ricochet than anything. It's actually a poor ball in. Oh, Firpo. It's a brilliant save from Kaminsky. Took his body the complete opposite way. Excellent save. Corner to Leeds. Ball in. First man again. Come on. Tanaka. Leeds got to keep it in their half a little bit here. We've not had enough pressure. Solomon up against Doughty. I think it is. Cuts inside. Solomon. Oh, my God. Good save. Again, Kaminsky. Good effort from Solomon. Better from Leeds. Kaminsky with two good saves. A double header there. Oh, man. Bounced in front of him as well. It's probably the best player so far, Mono Solomon. He's had a good start. He's on the ball again now. Up against Bell this time. Goes on the left-hand side. Solomon. Ball whipped in. Oh, man. Tanaka. Nonto. Tackled. Nonto, come on. Come on. No foul. Well done, Tanaka. Well done. Keep it. And he's lost it. Adebayo. Man steaming in. Firpo's not aware of him. Back post. Clark. Ball in. Back post. 1-0. I literally called it. Did I call it? Back post. Fucking hell. Fuck off, man. Back post said it, didn't I? Back post. Literally called it, lads. And they've been dangerous throughout. Firpo's had a shocking start. Shocking start, Firpo. He's been, look at the lack of awareness here from Junior Firpo. Tanaka loses the ball, but there's two of them beyond the halfway line. We cannot be conceding from here. Firpo, brain dead. Look at him at the back post. He even looks. He looks and sees him. Looks and sees him and then goes towards the ball. Shite defending. Terrible. Awful defending. Tanaka just gets absolutely bullied by Adebayo. Overlap. No one's following the overlap on Clark. Gets past Rodon far too easily. Ball into the box, and Firpo's nowhere. Solomon's nowhere defending either. Litany of mistakes there. This is why we needed to score early. This is why we needed to score, everyone. This is why there'll be lots of people going, I don't know why they're focusing on Darlow. How is that Darlow's fault? Why are they focusing on Darlow? But this is why I said when Dan James has that chance, and look, you would get people saying, Connor, you're being harsh. Dan James had to score. Doesn't score. A pathetic header at goal inside 2 minutes. And that's it. And now we're up against it, aren't we? I don't see us winning this, lads and lasses. I just don't. It's been a decent start from Leeds. I think it's been 50-50, and they've scored. Team in the bottom three. It's what it is, isn't it? 1-1. Oh, God. There you go. As Darlow catches, there you go. Anthony, isn't that unbelievable as well? Isn't that unbelievable? It's insane, isn't it? It's absolutely insane. Look, let's have a quick look. Let's go over, shall we? See if this has happened. And it's the player who couldn't get in under Daniel Farke under any circumstances, it's Jayden Anthony. Jayden Anthony's got Burnley right back into it. The player who Burnley fans have really enjoyed as well this season. And Leeds are losing, and currently we're out the top 2. Road on. So from a situation of them losing, I mean, we're not in this game at all, are we, lads? We're just getting bullied. Had a couple of decent chances here, don't get me wrong. Solomon seems to be creating everything. Peru is just, look, he's like a magnet to the ball, isn't he? And not in a good way, offering nothing from a defensive line. I'd actually be tempted to just whack Bamford on. That's when you know it's desperate. Solomon. Yeah, they're controlling us here. It's not a fair post chance as well, by the way. Fair post chance where it ricocheted, but he didn't know a lot about it. James had to score. James had to score with that chance inside 2 minutes. But Leeds' defence breached again. And we've had the same amount of shots. They've had one shot on target, haven't they? And they've scored. So, yeah, lose this and we're playoffs anyway. I think we're all aware of that. I think, you know, it takes a very optimistic man, even with 6 games left. But this will be 1 win in 6. And I mean, it's their game. This we're not enforcing our game onto them. I mean, fucking hell, Strouk, mind my language. Ball's going out of play and it just bounces off Strouk for a throw in. This is it, lads and lasses. Unfortunately, you're kind of looking at a scenario now where look at him moaning on the bench. Look at him moaning. I can't believe Coventry. I can't believe Burnley have scored. Oh, God. And Leeds, I think that's the first time we've been out the top 2 in what, like 30 game weeks? Something like that. It's ridiculous. I always had a bad feeling, but they're bullying us there. They're absolutely bullying us. Tanaka got bullied for the goal. Need some character. Have we got the mental fortitude? If we get back into this and win the game, then it shows some real character. I'm sick of how we're starting games. How we start games is a joke. There's the Harrison goal in the last game, of course, but you look at how that first half played out. Anyway, we were awful. Awful against West Brom. Awful against Sunderland. Awful against Sheffield United. Awful. And there's no excuse here, lads and lasses. It's Luton. They're in the bottom 3. They're in the bottom 3. Sheffield United came here and won with half a team available to him. But it's not been a bad start, but it's not good enough. It doesn't matter. It's not good enough. It's not good enough with this team. Yeah, he's so late. I mean, what have we done in the last? There's not been a reaction, has there? Everyone, there's not been a reaction at all. They look like they're just going to get a second. They're just completely bullying us here, by the way. Solomon, Verpo, which is just with Solomon again, loses the ball. Oh my God, lets it go out for play. My God. I'm not going to make any like evaluative statements here, but yeah, that's why players need to be played into form, not just lumped on. Strout, Isaiah Jones is killing us here, isn't he? He's absolutely killing us. Fair play to him. He's having a good game. Peru, Solomon, they're all over us like a rash, by the way. They're at every. I think he's getting a card here as well. Is it Jones? Yeah, Jones getting a card. I think that's a bit harsh, actually. Is that Ellis Platten in charge? Unbelievable. What I look alike that is. Oh, dear, guys. It's sad, isn't it, this? It's just such a... What has happened to us? What has happened to us? Stoke, Derby, Watford, Coventry, away perform. What has happened? Strout. Solomon does well. Firpo. Corner. Luton are right up for it, aren't they? I mean, it's not like we're not up for it, but for a high quality team, there's not been a lot of quality, has there? they have one attack and we switch off and they score. How's that happening? Firpo. Stroke. Ampadu. It looks like Luton have got 15 players on the pitch, and unfortunately, that's what it's felt like every team we've faced for the last however many weeks. Ampadu. Stroke. Firpo. Peru loses it. There's a conversation where we actually have a front two here. He's coming too close to the ball, and there's no one replacing him, or there's no one running beyond their back line. So if you've not got anyone running beyond their back line, there's no option. There's no option for a ball here for Joel Peru. Peru's been minging, by the way, in his last 7 games against opponents of which he should be doing okay against. Really poor in terms of stretching that back line. It's another easy game for them. I think you're going to have to see Nonto running beyond them as Darlow kicks it and nearly loses it. They're just making it a physical game. We're keeping the ball in the air as well. We're not getting any of it down. Peru loses it again. So slow, Joel Peru. Bogle goes back. Strout goes all the way. None of them have been brave on the ball. It's Darlow ball, isn't it? They're all off it. But come on, it's only 20 minutes in. Rodon now goes back. Rodon, you've got options, mate. You're just taking the easy way out. Bogle's there for you to pass it to. It goes all the way back to Darlow. Darlow goes long again. James. Rodon. No option. Goes long. Dan James. Last James has got a ball beyond him. Up against Bell. James. Bogle. Bogle. Nonto. Goes down. Nothing. Get up, Nonto. You're not going to get it. Rodon. Don't go back to frigging... Oh, my God. Just keep the ball ticking, Joe. Go back to Pascal. Keep the move going. You don't need to go back to Darlow all the time. Come on. Be confident. Be brave. Ampadu. I'd be saying to Solomon, just go beyond the back line, mate. Stretch them. It's not Solomon. Nonto. I'd be saying just go beyond that line because Peru is just coming towards the ball. There's no one for Ampadu to pass it to. He's looking for a pass here. Has to go back. Has to see some sort of overlap. There's no forward. Look at the play now, lads. If you're all in contention with me, if you're in streaming consistency with me, there's got to be a run. There's got to be a run beyond that back line. There's no running. It's just Peru coming towards the ball, and they're all just stood in a line on the Luton line. There's got to be a break. Tanaka. Solomon. Tanaka. We're not breaching the line. They're in a low block now, but we have to make a movement here. They're in a low block. They don't need to come out of a low block, so we've got to do something. Nonto. James. Ball in. Okay. Peru, you got to be a bit stronger there, mate. It's a good ball there from Firpo. As everybody comes and claps for, quite rightly so. Well done, Luton. Clapping for Chris and Kev. Leeds coming into it now. Goal needed before half-time. Leeds coming into it without really doing anything. Bogle better. Plays the ball in front of Dan James. Got to be a good delivery. It's a terrible delivery from Dan James. Hits McGuinness. Easy to defend. But better. They're playing it in front of Dan James, which needs to be... You can't play the ball behind Dan James. Dan James isn't good enough to get the ball from behind him. Take it on, get the ball then in front of him, pick the ball up from behind, and then attack his fullback. I think Dan James a lot of the time has to have the ball in front of him to get the best out of him. I think he's worse when it's on the back foot. Ball played in from the corner. It's a horrific ball in. Beats everyone. Tanaka on the far side. Can he put a better ball in? Can we do any balls in without Joe Rothwell? Rodon now. Are we going to go all the way back to Ilan Mele? Tanaka's got to take on his man and deliver. He's up against McGuinness. Goes inside. Peru. Corner Leeds again. It's got to be better balls in. It's better from Leeds in terms of the interchanges. McGuinness for them is everywhere. He's absolutely everywhere. There's got to be an instant response from Leeds soon, though. There's got to be something. Corner. 27 gone. Solomon. Ball in. Whipped. Good ball in from Solomon. It's defended. James. Up against Adebayo here. Dan James on the left foot. Here we go. Oh! Oh! 1-1. Back in it. James's left foot has worked. It's actually worked. Brilliant goal. Brilliant goal. Let's go. Come on. Oh, man. James 1-1. Let's go. Bit of quality. First bit of quality from Dan James in about 5 games. Excellent. Cuts inside on that left foot. We know normally that doesn't work well. Brilliant finish. Bent round. Let's go. Let's go. Back to the halfway line. Let's go again. Let's get that second. Leeds back on level terms. Get in. Come on. Excellent finish, Dan James. I'm not hearing any of the commentary saying anything, just, almost a little bit too up for it. You know what I mean? They don't say anything when Leeds have equalised, do they? It's all like, oh, it's happening again for Leeds United when we're 1-0 down. When it's 1-1, they don't say anything, do they? There's not as much sort of euphoria from the commentary team. It's a bit bizarre. Carlton Morris, just shut up. Shut up. Leeds goal kick. Come on. It's been a better 5 minutes. It's not been good enough, but that was excellent from Dan James. Moment of quality. Leeds currently still in the top 2. Carlton Morris, that's absolutely embarrassing for a 6'3" man to be going down like that. I don't know what on earth he's looking for there. But Leeds have got to keep this up. Unfortunately, when Leeds have scored recently, they've just not been able to keep this up. Tanaka, I don't mind getting rid of that. That's not a bad ball with his left foot. Leeds got to pick up these seconds. Ampadu does well. We're still in an absolute physical war here with Luton, by the way. This is unbelievable. They've really come to the party, but Leeds breaking that rear guard with an excellent bit of quality from Dan James. If you are new here, everybody, please make sure you're slapping a like on the video. Really appreciate that. Joe Rodon comes forward, plays a bad ball behind Solomon, but Solomon has it now. Can we make it count? Solomon, nearly a brilliant ball. It just needed to be in the air. It needed to have a bit of height on it from Solomon. It was cut out. Well done, Ethan Ampadu. Leeds win it, and they've won a throw-in. No, they haven't. Ampadu remonstrates with the referee. Not happy. I like that from Ethan. A bit of bite and a little bit of chat back to the referee shows that there's a bit more leadership in there right now. That was good from Joe Rodon, though. Much better. He broke the line. He didn't just go back to frigging Caldalo. Break the line. Come forward. Be confident in yourself. Run with the ball. You've got to take risks in this game. Luton have dropped the most points from winning positions as Pascal Stroud. Pascal's had a bad start. Just his percentages are poor. Percentages are really poor from Pascal Stroud today. How Burnley doing? Still 1-1. See the table online. Solomon can't lose it there. Isaiah Jones. Yeah, unfortunately, mate, this is I can't get it beamed in from Luton. I'm seeing people saying I'm behind. This is why I say to you guys, line up. Don't read the chat. If you're watching with me, do not read the chat. If you enjoy it, and I can see Amy in there and everybody else. If you enjoy it, being in the chat, and I love the fact that you guys do that, you need no worries whatsoever. But if you don't want to know the score and they're maybe a minute ahead, I don't know, then you got to keep that in mind. That's why we line up the chat with what I'm watching. Rodon wins the header. Perot goes long. Dan James, is it? Played in front of him. Better. Dan James getting a little bit more into it now. Really protects the ball well. Peru needs to learn a little bit from Dan James there in terms of protecting that ball. Keep the ball moving. Junior Firpo now on the left-hand side. Solomon, who, to be fair to him, has had a good start. Overlap. Firpo. Firpo. He can't... Guys, he can't do it, can he? You know when Junior Firpo overlaps? When he overlaps, does he ever, when he overlaps, beat the first man with that ball in? So if you're with me right now, so excellent run by Firpo. I was chatting to Brownie about this. He never beats the first man on that overlap cutback. Never. He always goes out for a corner. I just love it. If he'd be on about 40 assists by now if he could actually cut it back from that overlap. Mental. 32 minutes in. Solomon. Awful ball in from Manor Solomon. Awful ball in. And then Tanaka heads it out. Tanaka, just shite. Sorry, guys. Mind my language. I'm normally better at articulating than that. My God. We have to shoot ourselves in the foot sometimes. Corner. Don't beat the first man for the third corner out of 5. Not only that, he gets to Tanaka. And he doesn't mean to do it, obviously. But just the quality of player he is. Take the ball down. Ow, Tanaka. My goodness, for the last month, he's been way off it. Way off it. Kaminsky. Strout heads it. Nonso, it's a proper physical game, this. James, back to Dala. It's literally just a war. If you're not watching this, James is down on the floor now. Hopefully he's okay. And he stayed down. Of course he has. But this is for a diminutive team, in any other circumstance, I'd come to Luton and say I'd take a point. It's just a battle, this. And they were in the Premier League last year, And that's not an excuse, by the way. But this is just a war. They're a massive team. Massive team. And they're really up for every second ball. Firpo, man. Heads it out. Doesn't need to head it out there. It's going out for a goal kick. Firpo heads it. Firpo's had for me, a poor start to this game. A poor start, Junior Firpo. Come on. I've been saying he's been the best player in the bloody division in terms of a left back. It's a long throw here. Firpo giving away fouls, giving away stupid throw-ins here when they've got an average height of 6'10" in the box. You've got to use your head a little bit. Nodded out by Leeds. Well done. Joe Rodon's at the end of everything at the minute. Clark. Another throw-in. No, it's not. Leeds throw-in. Firpo, go get the ball. Wake up. Come on. God, it's stressful, isn't it? And it's stressful. I don't want to look at the chat. She'll all tell me that frigging Burnley have probably scored, which they will do, and that'll send me under, but I'm thoroughly expecting Burnley to score. James. Started off poorly, but James has been good. James has got into it. It's not a foul, ref. You absolute bottle job. He's gone down because he's got nowhere to go. Also, we need to be seeing stuff from Peru and Solomon, guys. I know he's had a good start, Solomon. I need to see some goal contributions from him. 1 in 12 is not good enough. And he's lost it again here. He's just been absolutely bullied off it. There's no difference between this guy and Ramazani at the minute. There is no difference, I'm telling you. Ramazani comes on and Ramazani makes a bit of a difference here. But he's just not a fan of him, is he? 1 goal contribution in 13 or whatever it is for Solomon. I need to start seeing product. I know he's had a good start, everybody, a decent start. I need to start seeing more from Manor Solomon here. I need to start seeing him doing what DJ's done. DJ's not been great, but listen, that's 2 in 5 for him, isn't it? Peru, 1 in 8 so far. Solomon, 1 in 12, I think it is. It's got to be better. We need to start seeing more from these players. Because, I'm not a fan of it at all. But if this is the only option we've got right now, it's Bamford on, isn't it? It's Bamford on, and you got Ramazani on. Darlow does well. What on earth Carlton Morris is doing there, by the way? How's that not a booking? He's pushed Stroud and he just gone into the ball there. How's that not like a yellow card or something? Darlow goes long. Peru. Absolutely dog shit, Peru. Dog shit. It's been a really poor start from him. Really poor. What is he doing to justify a start at the minute, guys? What is he doing? My language. It is, you know, when you're looking at the crispness and the efficiency of someone like Tyrese Campbell at the top of the division at the minute, when you're looking at the crispness and even efficiency of Zian Fleming, this guy up top for us is given more excuses than any Leeds player. We're talking about in the moment, not across the season, where people look at his stats. Right now, he's not showing up for Leeds United. I mean, I'm talking about basic passing. Basic passing. Ball gets to him, and it's just out of play consistently. The interchanging from Joel Peru so far has been shocking. The link play, my God. It's putting Leeds under more pressure. Don't come towards the ball, receive the ball, and then cause us more problems. No out ball. Playing with 10 men. You've got two players here at the minute who Darlow punches it. Had to punch that in all fairness to him. Had Adebayo in front of him. In all fairness, you've got right now, I think Solomon's had an okay start, but I need to start like Dan James. I was calling Dan James and I was saying, look, there's only one goal contribution in 5, but Dan James has got the best goal contribution of our front 4. The rest of them have been poor, really poor. Our main attacking threats, really recently, have been the fullbacks, haven't they? What is Bogle doing? What are you doing, you idiot? Why are you doing that, Bogle? I don't know what Adebayo's doing there. Calm down. Bogle's got that in him, by the way. He's got that in him. Stupid. Absolutely stupid on Alfie Doherty. I don't know what he's doing. That's pure frustration, that. Pure frustration. Bogle's getting a card and we give away a stupid, stupid free kick. What is he doing there? He's upset because he didn't get that first one from Alfie Doherty. So he should have got it, and the ref's clueless, but then he just goes and nails Doughty again. Don't know what he's doing there. Stupid. Emotional. Guys, make sure you're slapping a like on the video. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, God. It's fun and games, isn't it? Free kick again. So, but yeah, as I was saying earlier, guys, we need to start seeing more. We need to start seriously seeing more from Solomon and Peru. Now, Firpo's down. Yeah, it's still anyone's game, this, isn't it? Still anyone's game. I think Luton have actually responded really well. Yeah, Firpo gets landed on there. They know what they're doing as well. They know what they're doing. It's just a physical game, this. We're going to need a moment of quality. We're going to need a moment of quality. If I'm honest with you guys, at halftime, I'd be putting Ramazani on for Solomon. That would be my change. That would be my change for this game. I think Ramazani would just be electrifying now with actually given minutes, and I'd like to see him next to Nonto. But I'm genuinely looking at a position right now, and I know he's lethal. I understand that, but I'm actually looking at it. We need to start seeing more from Peru. I need to start seeing more from him. In this game, he's just getting, like, we know the games where he's going to struggle, where he's got no room. But even just his percentages. I mean, Leeds aren't winning second balls here. We're not winning second balls. There we go. Third balls, fourth balls. Flipping heck, Leeds. Come on. I mean, the opportunity there. The ball back, we're just not winning second balls, third balls. Flipping heck. Another throw into Luton. We've done nothing since that goal, have we? We've just, as we seem to do when we score goals, just go back into ourselves. We seem to think the job's done. My goodness. Ball thrown in again. Morris, headed on, save Darlow. We're going to concede if we're not careful here because we're not responding well. We're still not winning our duels. I mean, they're physically battering us here and we're playing their game. We've got to start playing football, get hold of the ball, protect the ball, actually go beyond their back line, have runners beyond their back line, sharp, incisive movement, quick balls. At the minute, the ball is just in the air and we're losing the battles. Okay, we've actually got the ball. Good news. Bogle, Ampadu. Tries to go forward. At least he's trying to go forward there. Ampadu wins a throw. Doughty does well to cut it out. Rodon. Strout. Be brilliant to get some in before half-time here. Firpo. No runners beyond that back line. There's just no runners. This is the issue. The only runner we've got is Dan James. Solomon isn't a runner. This is why at least with Ramazani you get pace. Proper pace. Scary pace. And what frightens defenders? Pace. We're just getting pushed back here. For Peru. Solomon. Good ball. Great run by Nonto. Nonto should win a free kick here. Peru can't keep hold of the ball. Loses it again. Peru wins it back. Can you keep hold of it, Joel? Jesus Christ. Joel Peru playing as a centre-back at the minute. Can you just go beyond the line, mate? I know it's not your game, but you're going to have to adapt your game a little bit here. We need to see something a little bit different from you because you're playing in front of the defenders, and that's fine. They'll deal with that all day long. Can we at least figure out if Peru's not going to do it, just someone to go beyond that back line so we just don't all just stand as mannequins with the Luton back line? You're getting Morris do it. Morris and Peru in a foot race. Peru might actually beat Morris. So if he can do it, I'm sure you can do it. But there are no options at the minute going forward. Leeds are just lateral, side to side to side. Need to start seeing some movement. Otherwise, we're just going to end up back at Darlow. It's a cold, hard fact of it. Ampadu looking for someone going forward. Someone. Ampadu has to retreat. Firpo. We don't want the defenders to get... Dan James makes a move. Brilliant from Ampadu. Lovely ball. Don't shoot, Dan. There's no one there, Dan. There's no one there. Just keep hold of the ball. It doesn't have to be... But Dan James eventually moves because nobody else does. Nobody else moves beyond that back line. It's actually a really lovely reverse ball by Ampadu. Yeah, James doesn't need to go that quickly there. Guys, something to throw as well, because I think a lot of you guys might think with Peru, with me, for whatever reason, there's a problem. Joel Peru is about 6'2". Would you say he uses his size and his physicality, his athleticism? Would you say he uses it? Half time. Right, well, an interesting one. It doesn't fill you with confidence, does it, that, lads and lasses? I'll be honest, it doesn't fill you with confidence. Sort of an assessment with that is... If it wasn't down to like quality, you can see the ratings there. Yeah, Nonto's not been in at all. In a game like this, if it's not down to a game of quality, you want your physical players in there, don't you? You want your physical players in there. So you'd have Peru right now. You'd probably look at genuinely having Peru in the 10 and Bamford in the 9. This is where we're looking right now. If Joseph's fit, there is an argument right now that you're playing Joseph and you're playing Peru. Peru in that number 10, because that's literally where he's playing right now. We are getting no runs from Joel. Joel Peru in that first half was honking. Joel Peru has been honking now for around about 2 months anyway. Round about 2 months, Joel Peru's not been good enough. Solomon has been okay, but we need more. We need more from Manor Solomon. We've mentioned throughout the stream, if you guys have just joined, I need more from Manor Solomon. He's been okay, but 1 goal contribution in 13 games is not good enough. It is not good enough. I need to start seeing. I have to start seeing more from Peru. And let me tell you exactly where I'm coming from with Peru. He's dragging himself consistently because he's not getting the ball into the number 10 spot. He's not stretching the back line whatsoever. With McGuinness, with Bell, he's in front of them. It's fine. No worries. McGuinness, Makoso, Bell are looking at him and go, well, he's in front of us. That's absolutely fine. He gets into this number 10 spot and he loses the ball invariably anyway. He's not offering anything. So Ampadu and Tanaka are getting the ball and there's nothing stretching the back line. In this situation, you're genuinely looking at Patrick Bamford and thinking he might be a better option because right now, Joel Peru is about as useful as a traffic cone. There is, it's unfortunately, it's when you're not getting him stretching the back line whatsoever, it's very difficult to play beyond the line. The only person who's stretching that back line is Dan James. But Solomon and Peru, guys, it's got to be better. It's got to be better. We can talk about Peru's goal return for the season. Brilliant. This is 1 goal contribution so far in 8. He needs to be linking play better. He needs to be stretching the back line. It might not be his game. But if you can get Carlton Morris stretching the back line and Adebayo stretching the back line with their pace, which is, they're not really pacey players, are they? But you're not getting Peru can do it once every so often. We have to see more of it. Man or Solomon off that left. It needs to be better. Has to be better. Ramazani on for me. Ramazani on in that second half. You be brave. You've got nothing to lose. But unfortunately, we scored the goal. And for me, we kind of just sat back and we didn't really capitalize on it again. The physical duels, we're sort of playing into their game right now. They are playing this combative style. Leeds have got to get the ball down, move it quick, but keep hold of the ball as well. Get hold of the ball. Tanaka, when you're in the middle, get the ball down. If you just have to keep it beyond yourself, between yourselves, keep the ball. Just keep the ball. Lower their confidence. They're going to be rusty on the ball if they've got none of the ball. So when they do get the ball, they're not going to be able to use it effectively. Leeds need to keep hold of the ball better. Darlow, I think he's had a really good 45 with the pressure that was on him. 2 balls handled, claimed, I should say, from crosses, of which who 100% palms them. I think he's looked good. The first goal was shocking from Junior Firpo. Us losing the ball. Nonto should have been stronger. We lost the ball. And Firpo, no awareness, back post. And Isaiah Jones, a very simple finish. Aronson on, not for me, mate. No, I think you've got to look at that game there, Scott. And we can't just say Aronson on. Okay, for me, you look at that game, and if we are actually moving someone in the 10 and the 9, I think genuinely with the way the game's going, how physical it is and how problematic it is, Joseph's not there. So what you've got to do is, for me, because Peru is pretty much playing in the 10 anyway, you either go Peru for Bamford, which I can't believe I'm saying in 2025, Peru for Bamford because of the physicality of the game, or you go Peru for Nonto, and then you put Bamford up top. I don't think you can go Aronson. I mean, the problem with Nonto here is it's a physical game. Walsh, Clark, Asgard, it's a physical game. They're bigger. They're getting in his face. We have to be able to receive the ball under pressure and move on that half turn. Unfortunately, Aronson in this game is getting bullied. He's getting bullied in this game. This is the most physical game we've had so far. It's the most physical game we've had in a month, probably since Sheffield United. You can't bring Aronson on for this. Or you could, maybe if the game turns a little bit and the state turns a little bit and Leeds have the ball a little bit more. Right now, you can't. It's the same effect as Nonto. It really is. As Brian says, he'd have been eaten alive. He really would have been. But I think that what you've got to do here is the only change that you bring on is Bamford. And I didn't think I'd be saying that. But the striker's not doing enough at the minute, Peru. He's not doing enough. 1 goal contribution in 8. Solomon, 1 goal contribution in 13. My boy Ramazani, he's not my boy, but he plays for Leeds, so he's my boy. Solomon is also my boy, by the way, because he's a Leeds player. But give him some minutes. Just give him some minutes. Maybe start in 1 game. Who knows if it's based on a meritocracy, which we're led to believe. But it's not been convincing, has it? Anyway, we're going to be off for the second half, everybody. But I will see you then. Just going to have a quick break. Cheers. Hello, everybody. What is going on in your world? Oh God, I can see a lot of people saying, "Do we need any changes?" Yeah, I mean the ratings there. To be fair, the data points have got us at a 7.5 when it comes to Solomon. I hope he proves me wrong, as I keep having to say on these sorts of things. But for me, I'd be taking him off. He won't take him off. But Solomon's not just been like the lightning rod for everything bad. Of course, he's not. I think Peru, you've got a guy who's 6'1", 6'2" there. And I feel like I could be more physical than him. Do you know what I mean? So you need a lot more from your striker. But once again, of course, he's not taking him off. But yeah, Nonto is struggling a little bit in this game. But there's only sort of two people seen in the comment section below who can really hold the heads high. In my opinion, it's DJ, and I think Darlow's done really well. Right, hold on. Might be able to get some of your comments in. Yeah, you can. You need to replace Farker if promoted. Norwich fan says Billy. Leeds 18s have lost 3-1. Strout's best position is aerial attack. Ramazani on now, says Jack. Reese says we need to take them on, not pass from the round. Yes, mate. Burnley fan here. Watch the Cov goal. It's literally a yard offside. I'll have a look, mate. I'll have a look. Yeah, I saw your goal. Bit of a scrap fest as well, though, wasn't it? So, Manual cut. We haven't started yet, everybody, on mine. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to get into the second half, of course, and we're going to get going when Luton kick off. So we're going to get going, I think, in a sec. And then you guys just get your times alongside mine and we'll go. But we are not quite yet gone yet. So no changes for Leeds. And we're underway. Right. Solomon. Inside. Nonto. Okay, interesting from Nonto. Tanaka, out wide. Plays it behind Bogle. I wish we'd start playing the ball in front. No, crossed in. Headed out. And that. It's just really... It's not a foul. He's just fallen over, ref. He's just fallen over. Adebayo falls over. Trips over himself and gets a foul. Oh, God, and already we've not even started this half, and 50 seconds in, it looks like it's going to be a bit of an injury here for Adebayo. Oh, God, don't know why I'm singing that. Looks like Chong's getting warmed up here. So I've not really started yet. 2-1 Burnley. There we go. What a start. 2-1 Burnley. Fantastic. John's right in a sense. Jaden Anthony scored a second goal. It is just, let's have a look. Let's beam over to the CBS. What can you tell us at the CBS, Connor? It's 2-1, Connor. Jaden Anthony's got his second of the match. Couldn't get a kick under Daniel Farker. Was deemed crap by every single Leeds fan. No, they didn't really, obviously. I'm just going above and beyond there. But I did remember getting a few pelters for backing Jaden last season. He's been really, really good for Burnley. Joe comes on this channel, is a big fan of him as well. 2 goals in a big game. Big game. And what a start to the second half for Burnley. As Leeds are out the top 2. And Leeds have to win. We know this. Hold on, guys. For some reason, it's not doing the old manual clock. Hold on. You guys are right. I mean, it was saved to do that, but hold on a sec. Adebayo's really struggling here. So this is what we're on right now. Hold on a sec. Where are we? So yeah, Burnley take the lead. Currently, Leeds are not in the top two. This is where we're at, guys. You just want to line your clocks up. Adebayo's just hobbled off. Oh, dear. Right. Well, we know the task at hand, don't we, everyone? We know the task at hand. Shouldn't really be looking at what other teams do anyway. Like, we move the ball quicker and we're going to batter this lot. Bogle clears. Oh. Great save, Darlow. Really good save, Darlow. Chong. Clark over the bar. Excellent save, Carl Darlow. Keeps Leeds in the game. Came forward. Joe rode on for some reason. Poor defending that from Joe. Good effort. Good save. Low and hard. Kev City Carls as that goes through. Thingy's hands. Look at it, beam into Melier. Darlow clears. Darlow's not been the problem at all. I think he's been good today under a lot of pressure so far anyway. Tanaka. Peru. Poor ball from Peru. Peru's been crap. Peru's really annoying me so far, as you guys can probably tell. Really, really poor first half from Joel Peru, and a bad ball there again. He's been as useful as a chocolate teapot in this game, Joel Peru. Really, really poor. Not good enough link up, not good percentages. Easy for the Luton back, bottom three, back four, by the way, to deal with. Really, really poor so far from Joel Peru. Not good enough for all. He's just easy to defend against. His utilization of what he's been given as a human being is pathetic. It's unbelievably bad. He's about 6'2". Why does he offer no competition with the back line? Isaiah Jones, this is planning out the exact same way. Ball in, Adebayo. Leeds just punting the ball in the air. Why are we punting the ball in the air when you've got Peru up top and a 4-foot Willie Nyonto? Darlow gets down. Can we just move the ball quickly? We move the ball quickly and incisively, we win this game. Ramazani looks down. Not surprised, fella. As it stands, Leeds out the top. We give it away again. Fuck me sideways. Shot on goal, blocked. Really top start again from the second half. Solomon gives it away now. Ball play forward. Our only attack. Dan James has it. Shoots. Bizarre from Dan James. Just erratically decides to shoot. I don't know what he's doing there. Oh, dearie me, lads and lasses. I'm sorry. I'm trying to provide some positives here, but Leeds United are offering us nothing so far. Little opportunity there. First of the half and erratic from Dan James, but I think it's a foul anyway. Okay, I can provide some commentary if you want, Cole. Dan James boots it over the bar when it's a free kick. So it's a free kick again for Luton. But so far in this game, it's been peronymous again it's nearly the eighth. Well, it's the eighth game now. Joel Peru has been completely anonymous. We've seen Morris, we've seen Adebayo affect the game more. My God, we've seen Jayden Bogle affect the game more in an attacking sense than Peru at the minute. Solomon has been off it, and it's an easy game for Luton to defend. They're just playing the percentages. They're playing the ball high and mighty, and Leeds are just playing into it. We're not getting the ball down. We're not playing. We're not doing our thing. We are feeding into Luton here. So it's a very immature performance from Leeds United so far. Tanaka. Solomon. Cuts back. Ampadu. Ball over. Nonso trying to create some space. Good that he's actually ran behind the line, which our striker doesn't do. Ampadu. Solomon. Not really anyone in the box. We're slowing it down again. Luton are in a low block now. Nonso. Just not moving the ball quickly, lads. The ball is slow. It's sluggish. We're enabling them to get into a low block. Ball played in blocked, and Luton come away with it again. It's just, and a free kick. It's just such a shit performance, this from Leeds United. Again, we're not, do you remember Coventry? Do you remember Watford? When we were so quick on that counter-attack. So quick. At the minute, it is slow, it is lethargic, it is low pace. I firmly believe if Leeds are to move the ball quickly here, we win the game. And I think we could get 2 or 3, but we don't move the ball quickly. It's sluggish. We're enabling Luton to get into a low block. We've got a striker who's like a snowman up front. He doesn't move, or he barely moves. It's another terrible performance from him in his last 8. Last time anything of note was Sheffield United or whatever it was. Aside from that, he's just been peronymous, complete. And you need him to step up now. We need a striker. Tyrese Campbell stepping up. Zian Fleming stepping up. Got Jaden Anthony with more goal contributions than Manor Solomon in one game than Solomon has in 13. Just let that sink in. Bell. And it is frustration, guys, because these are a bottom 3 side. Sheffield United beat them here. Got to be more from Leeds here. They look like the side in the top level at the minute, I'll be honest. And there's changes. We can make changes. Bamford for Peru at the minute. Genuinely, I'd take that. Or Peru, at least in the number 10 where he's actively playing anyway. They're coming forward again here. Chong. Ball in again. Headed out. Nonso. Peru nowhere to be seen on that back line. Chasing it down. Playing with 10 men. Strout. Offside. Yeah, we do. I think you're all right. I can see what all you're saying in the chat. It's we do not like a top side at all. You're all bang on. I mean, they're in control, aren't they? It feels like if there's one team to score, it's going to be them. But we need a win here. It's not a draw. It's not good enough. Draw is not good enough with Burnley winning. And Sheffield United are inevitable, aren't they? At Oxford. So, but the performance doesn't give you any hope here, does it? Either. Jesus. Bogle. Just keep the ball. Just keep it. Road on. See, Tanaka's got the ball now. He needs an out ball. Strout's got the ball. He needs an out ball. Peru needs to move. Good ball from Strout. Junior Firpo. First time, and he lets the ball go out of play. But the ref's not spotted it. That looked out. Tanaka. Ampadu. Just keep the ball. Move it quicker. Move it quicker. They're not confident, lads. They're not confident, lasses, on the ball. This is the problem at the minute. They're not confident on the ball, so they're taking the extra touch. Luton win it back. Solomon runs the ball out of play. Get him off. Get him off. Seriously, get him off. This guy gets more chances than like one goal in 13. My God. And there's no question about Solomon. My God. Same old, innit? We're slow and flat. Yeah, you're right. There's no we're not moving the ball quick. There's no sort of zipping our play, is there? There's just nothing. There's no changes. No changes. Solomon remains on the pitch. Peru remains on the pitch as Solomon Cruyff turns the ball out of play and gives Luton. He's been absolutely, oh my God, man or Solomon. I just want the better players to play for Leeds. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? Solomon Cruyff turns the ball out for a throw-in. Luton have been the better team this second half, 100%. Ball thrown in. Leeds get it out. Clark. Solomon gives away another foul. Why is he still on the pitch? And he gets a yellow card. Get him off the pitch. Get him off. He offers nothing. For him to be... In the first half, he was okay. He was okay. A few shots, few little movements. The ratings give him a 7.5. And it's harsh to say he offers nothing. This guy ain't as good as Ramazani. He's not. Nowhere near as good. 1 goal in 13 or whatever it is demonstrates that or backs that. But the crap Ramazani gets in comparison when he's had about 700 minutes. Bear this in mind, Jadon Anthony had 432 minutes all last year. And he wasn't good enough. Connor Roberts had 1 90-minute start for Leeds United. 1. He's now part of the best defence in Europe. Luton 15 minutes in. Better team. Ball played in. Headed out. Leeds have defended these quite well, in all fairness, in the air. Bell back in. Bogle. Presumably, he's lumped it again. And it's going to come all the way back. And it does. Comes back. Clark. They've got the ball again. Chong. Tanaka kind of wins it back. No, he doesn't. They've still got it. I don't know if Luton will have kept the ball this well against any top side. Come on, Peru. A little bit of movement, a little bit of pressing. No, doesn't get within 10 yards. They're breaking the lines. Look at this. They're breaking the lines. Chong, Carlton Morris, Isaiah Jones. They're breaking the lines. We can't do this. Tanaka does well. Good defending. Fucking hell. Verber and Verber and Bamford, look at Ramazani's face. Look at Ramazani's face. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Okie dokie. Solomon keeps his play. Oh God. What has Ramazani done? Fucking hell. Luton have the ball again. Well, at least he's bringing Peru off, you would assume. Bamford, going to get more minutes than Ramazani. Firpo plays the ball behind Solomon. Solomon chops back inside, wins a free kick. Just, you can't. And hopefully it changes. But what's Ramazani? Let's just have a look at Ramazani's record when he just played for Leeds, when he had those 5 magical games for Leeds. Let's have a look. Ramazani. Let's go on transfer market. Okay. Okay. So as Nonto Peru stays on, which to be fair, I said could be a physical game. Good he didn't do this at halftime. He's had to wait 20 minutes to figure this one out. Goals per game in the Championship. Let's have a look. Goals per game in the Championship. Let's have a look. Player. Oh, so Ramazani's in the top 10 in the division. Ball in. So Ramazani's top 10. Goals per game. Or goals per 90, I should say. James. Well done, Dan James. Falls over and kind of spirals and they win the ball back. Tanaka does well, wins the ball back, and then gives it straight back to Luton. Ramazani wins the ball back. Ramazani, I wish. Something as well for people who are wondering why I like Ramazani. Ramazani, when he was playing for Leeds, had the most recoveries in the attacking third. He was in the top 3 in the championship. Top 3 in the championship at winning, at recovering the ball in the final third. So someone tell me what it is, what is wrong with him. But then he'll come on, Ramazani, in probably, what do you reckon he'll come on in? 75th minute. He won't get into the game, or you presume he won't get into the game. And with that he will then be called not good enough by, and look, it's subjective. I completely disagree with it. But he'll be called not good enough by a lot of the fan base, as if Ramazani can do anything in those minutes with nothing built up. There's something that's happened. Something must have happened. But it would be Ramazani's fault. It won't be Farke's fault. It'll be Ramazani's fault. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of just getting sick to the back teeth when it's got to crunch time of the same things happening here as Leeds give away the 5 billionth free kick of the game. Yeah, you might be on something, all Leeds, aren't we? It seems to always be the players' fault, doesn't it? Always the players' fault. That's kind of my worry with it, guys. I'll be honest. Slap a like on the video, guys, if you would. 2,700 people watching. We've got 900 on YouTube watching as well. Please make sure you're slapping a like on the video. Kaminsky. How bad has this second half been? Just playing into their game again. We are literally playing Luton's game here. And with the greatest respect to Luton, not a good team. I'm not looking at this and thinking Luton are a top team. They're actually a poor team, but fair play to Luton. They are completely in. It's just a physical game, this, and we can't get the ball down. We can't play. We've got traffic cones still on the pitch. And we're looking to Bamford. Doughty. Blocked. Ampadu. Can we do something? Ampadu goes forward. We've got loads of players forward here, and straight back to Luton. So we have. I think we had about 7 players on a counter attack there, and Ampadu plays it into McGuinness's foot. McGuinness, who's been unbelievable for them, guys. I'll try to be positive. I'm trying. I really am trying. We've just got to get through this game and win. Just got to get through it. It's been another insipid performance, but we've just got to get through it. Solomon, aka Messi, wins a free kick. Does well. Ross, I can see what you said, mate. Why don't we bring a number 9 in? At the time in January, mate, Peru was flying. Absolutely flying. You got to think that. And not only that, mate, and it was the whole thing of what if he gets an injury? He still hasn't had an injury, which we said in January, didn't we? We said he's never injured, which to be fair to him, he's not. He's played every single game. I think it was something in January, like 76 out of 78 games for Daniel Farke. So he's never injured. So that was the whole thing. It's like, well, what if Peru picks up an injury? We can't change that narrative now. The whole thing is the squad has been mismanaged. It has been mismanaged. We would be on right now. We would be on a healthy points tally, as we've all seen through this game, with a reasonable goalkeeper. That's been the big takeaway for me here. A reasonable goalkeeper would have saved us 8 to 10 points here. So that's kind of the big context for me. The other context is you've got a player on the bench in Ramazani who, in my opinion, has the potential and the level to be the best player in this division. That's what I believe. And that's what I've always said on this channel when it comes to Ramazani. Fully believe he's a superb player when given minutes. And it's proven by the stats. For whatever reason, Daniel Farke feels Solomon is a better option consistently. So you utilize that. You actually utilize Nonto instead of Aronson a little bit early, and we can't just use this game state as an example of that because Nonto's not been used this year, backed up by the minutes, you know. And when it has been used marginally, with 50 minutes in his last 2 games, he's got 2 goals in 2. He's got as many goals in 50 minutes as Aronson has in 2025. Yet he carried on playing him, and he carried on playing Melier. So I'm not having this number 9 chat. I'm really not. We had the most goals in the division in January. And from January onwards, he stopped rotating. Is what it is. We're still in this game anyway, but I'm not blaming January at all. We had more than a good enough squad. The narrative changes all the time because of where we are right now. The squad is, and it has always been more than good enough. Tanaka. Leeds need a goal. We all know this now. Solomon. Tanaka. Ball in. Good ball in, to be fair. And look, guys, if Peru and Solomon score, I'll be absolutely made up. Of course I will. James. Leeds growing into it a little bit more now. 3 in front of him. Still need to move this ball quicker to break them out of a low block. Slow and sluggish. It's easy to sit into a low or mid block. Easy. Solomon. Marshalled out by Bell. Really good defending. Solomon does excellently there, to be fair. Puts the ball in. Doesn't beat the first man, though. A corner? No. No, but Joe, think about, okay, well, what I'll pose to you, mate, is, that's your opinion, mate, that's fine. Were you one of the ones, like everybody else was, saying that we had the best squad going into January? I certainly was, and I've maintained that throughout the whole season. The narrative can't change now, mate. When we were rotating, you look at Sunderland, Sheffield United and Norwich, that 3-game span, okay? We brought Solomon and James on in that game to protect Ramazani and Nonto because we didn't want them playing too many minutes. In those games in particular, Ramazani was man of the match from a central position against Sheffield United. Sunderland, he was unbelievable with Nonto on the other side. They were both excellent in those 2 games. Bearing in mind the stranglehold we had on that game at the Stadium of Light. He then scored for us against Norwich. He then scored for us against Cardiff. And then has been completely frozen out ever since. That is rotation. You look at Schmidt on the bench there. Schmidt is an international footballer, yet Byram gets ahead of him. And Schmidt's never an option in any regard. Completely pointless putting him in the side. There is examples across the team of underutilization. But if we want to blame the board, fine. Blame the board, that's absolutely fine. But this has been one of the best squads that has been assembled in my lifetime in the Championship. Solomon, poor, intercepted, stuff like this. Solomon, 5 players going forward beyond the line, and it's a poor pass. But yeah, you are right. But the squad in general, mate, could be utilised, and it's not being utilised at all. Joe's Sheffield United fan. That lineup on paper is scary. Has to be a lack of rotation. That's down to the manager. This is the thing, Joe. Every other fan from every other fan base will tell you it's the best squad in the division. But when Sheffield United brought in Hamza Chowdhury, Ben Brereton Diaz, Tom Cannon, the narrative changed a little bit. And I understand that because that's depth, of course. But still at that time, we still had that scary depth. But it's been underutilized. If you're not bringing players on, you can't see them. If you can't see them, and you're not going to be able to get your mindset, equipped with it. There's been just this complete fall off when it's come to fan opinion of Ramazani. A complete fall off. He was one of the best players in the division 3 months ago. Now he's not good enough. And when he's been coming on for 15 minutes, 25 minutes at the most, by the way, in a substitute appearance, he's not been good enough. So that's where it gets pointed at the board. I understand that opinion. I respect that opinion, but I completely disagree with it. So. This is why we're talking about everything else as well, isn't it, guys? Let's just have a little bit of a look at the Burnley game. Is there anything over there where we kind of look at and think there's something? No. Let's have a look at chance again. James Bamford. Okay, saved. Not a bad effort from Bamford. Bamford nearly scored. Yeah, I've just seen that, mate. Better from Leeds, though. Moved it a little bit quicker as Firpo goes in, wins the ball, but excellent from Firpo. Firpo again. Solomon cuts inside. Please don't lose it. Ball played in. Firpo. McGuinness goes down. Doesn't get a foul. Thought he'd get one there. Solomon. Ball in. Bogle defended. Playing. Oh, Bogle. Bogle's been bad as well, hasn't he, lads? Bogle's had a bad game today. He's had a bad game. Ampadu. A bit of fight here as well. We're seeing this, which is excellent. Really good from Leeds in terms of fight here. This is good. Some good tackles going in. Dan James ball in. We just can't seem to win that first contact in the box, can we? Better from Leeds, though. James. Ball in. Peru. First touch this game, I think. Ball played in again. Bogle, back post. Should be a corner. I think it is a corner, yeah. Better from Leeds, though. Better. A lot more physicality. Brilliant from Firpo and Ampadu. Bamford seems to have added something in terms of physicality. Depressing thing is Bamford's done more in about 5 minutes than Peru's done the whole game. So as we said, that change needed to be made, didn't it? But I do think he got it right in terms of taking Nonto off, I'll be honest. Doughty's gone down again. This is the thing. We seem to get momentum, and it seems to just be this. It's completely interrupted every single time. Doughty's on the edge of the pitch. Aronson coming on now. Any Ramazani? Is Ramazani coming on at all? No Ramazani. Doesn't seem to be anyone. There must have been a fallout, mustn't there? And it must be Ramazani's fault. Has Ramazani gone down the tunnel? I think him and Schmidt have, you know. I think him and Schmidt have gone down the tunnel. Which must be their fault. It's got to be their fault. And this must be my agenda against the manager. This manager's great. Fucking hell. Are they warming up? Fair play, Scott. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Thanks for letting us know, mate. Yeah, they are warming up. Scott's bang on. Scott's bang on the money. Apologies for that. That's my bad. And I'll say apologies to Daniel Farker for that. That's my fault. Maybe the emotion's getting the better of me there. Scott, you've nailed me there, mate. Well played. Thank you. Scott's bang on. They are warming up, so I apologise for that. So frustrated why this is just the same old thing. Oh, dear. York City 2-0 up. That's good, Matt. Jeez, they got cramped then. Fanny's coming on for Luton. Sorry, childish. Yeah, right. Feels like that, man. Feels like that. We had a little bit of momentum there, and it's been completely killed by 14 subs and Luton having a play down. Okay, so ball in. It's got to be a good delivery. It's got to be a good delivery. Solomon, come on. Good ball in. Give me some sort of redemption arc. Come on. No goal contributions in 13. Can you get a ball right, though? Can you step up in a big moment? Put a good ball in. And Rodon can nod it in. Put a good ball in. Come on. Woo! First man. And here come Luton on the counter-attack. Chong. Fucking hell. Anytime, Daniel. Daniel, just put him on. Put Ramazani on. Give him his 5 minutes. Just give him his 2 minutes. And then everybody can have a go at Ramazani for not scoring in the 2 minutes. Peru's off. At long last, 78 minutes gone. Peru's off. Guys, we've got to laugh, haven't we? We've got to be sarcastic. We've got to be dry about this. We've got to take the mick almost because it's depressing, isn't it? It's so depressing. This is so depressing. So we've got to kind of make a mockery of it. If we make a mockery of it, it'll kind of make us a little bit happier. Chong. I don't know. I think so Aronson's come on for Solomon off yet. No, most goals scored plus 80 minutes. I wonder how many goals would have been scored by substitutions after like the 60th minute if we'd have actually utilised players. Ross says, I thought Farker said Aronson was too tired and needed a rest. Yeah, I don't know what. He just does not like Ramazani, does he? It can't be on playing ability. It cannot be on playing ability because he's... I know it's a game state thing, but he's put Aronson on and... Ampadu's going to get sent off here, you know. Hey, Aronson's down. There we go. Brendan is not the man for this game, is he? Bless him. This is going to be a tough game for him. A tough 10 minutes. God, this has been bad. This second half's been even worse. It's a battle there. Leeds come away with it. Tanaka. Chong. Oh, dear. Darlow goes long. Bogle over the top. James ball in. Solomon has to be. Oh! 60 grand a week. 60 grand a week. Can't come off. 1 goal contribution in 13 matches. 60 grand a week. Doesn't come off. Still. Wonderful by James. Has to score. Has to score. Hits the ball over the bar. Best chance of the match. James Solomon. It's an absolute sitter. Sitter. 82nd minute. 60 grand a week. What? Someone tell me why the expectation when you're on, once again, 60 grand a week isn't for him to be the best player in the team. Why isn't it on him to be the best player in the team? It's on everybody else. Everybody else. And even players of which you kind of look at and you think, do you know what? You shouldn't be, but you are. The expectation isn't on this guy. Doesn't get criticised like other players get criticised because the manager loves him and he picks him all the time. Once again, I'm going to keep saying this. 1 goal contribution in 13. Need to see more from our 60 grand a week statement signing. Like when there's sitters like that, he has to put that in the back of the net. Firpo. Luton free kick. Still got 10 minutes, Connor. Come on, Leeds. Yeah, we have, mate. Well, not 10 anymore, but got to put these big chances away, mate. James misses one and then he scores a brilliant goal. James, in all fairness to him, 2 goal contributions in 6. We've got our marksman, number 9, who's just fell off the face of a cliff, by the way, since Sheffield United. And then you've got Solomon, who Daniel Farker, swear to God's in bed with. Swear to God, this manager's in bed with him. It's unbelievable. It is staggeringly bad how badly he's managed. Oh, and who's down now? Strouk's down. Oh, good God. This is just... man. What a depressing game. Second bottom Luton, by the way. Second bottom. Superstars of Leeds United. But it's the board's fault. Oh, and here comes Schmidt. Schmidt's coming on. 5 minutes left. Come on, Schmitty, lad. Still no Ramazani. Still no. We've just got to laugh, haven't we? At this point, we've got to laugh. Or what else will we do? We have to just have a bit of a laugh, because at this point, what do you do? What do you do? Top of the league, 8 points clear. 5 games ago. 6 games ago. Oh, Siri, play Joy Division. It really is incredible. Try to be optimistic this year. Come on, Connor. Don't be negative. Don't be negative, because you're always the negative guy. Try to be optimistic. Oh, God. It's all right, lads. Got Borough next. Dear Ramazani just chilling on the bed. Verber's on! Of course, Strouk's off, so Verber's now on. My God. Verber. What on earth? I didn't even know he was still... Was he still there? Byram. Is that Byram's... Byram's coming on, and Solomon's been taken off. What is going on? What is going on? Schmidt's on. Byram's on. Any Ramazani? I mean, it's just, at this point, it's actually quite cruel, isn't it? You've got a lad who scored against Real Madrid on the bench, and you bring in Byram on. Why? Don't get it. I don't understand. Ramazani tortures Sheffield United earlier on in the season. Brilliant against Sunderland. Bought in as the Somerville replacement, is on 732 minutes. And that will carry on. Byram. So has Schmidt gone up for... Where's Schmidt? Tanaka. Aronson. Ball in. Go on, Schmidt, lad. Get up, Aronson, man. Is he ever not on the... Is it Aronson? No, it's Ampadu, to be fair. It's just staggering, everyone. It's staggering. Don't... It's the 49ers' fault, though. This is now just... I want... Yeah. We're actually a joke of a club. We are a joke of a club. To say this is happening again is an utter embarrassment. And you can see, everyone, can't you? The level has dropped off. We're having Byram and Schmidt, who he never plays. Schmidt's on. You've got Firpo in the cam. Ramazani frozen out. It's a joke. It is an absolute joke. Darlow coming on for Melier on the 39th game of the season. And actually, in all fairness, you know, you're actually looking at Pat Bamford. Pat Bamford is better than Peru right now. And it's not all on Daniel Farke. That's what I'll say. It's not all on Daniel Farke. The players, there's an argument, there's a club thing as well, of course. But it's depressing. This is bad. It just stinks of panic, doesn't it? Firpo, Byram, Schmidt. We all want Schmidt on. Schmidt's playing left wing. Where's Ramazani? Why? All I want people to do is hold Solomon to the same standards as some of the other players that get held to. As Bamford hits going to go a foul away here as well. Nope, they come through. We are a joke, aren't we? We are actually a joke. This isn't even head loss. This is just This is an evaluation. What are we? This is second bottom, by the way. I know it's supposed to be a tough game, but these aren't any good. Swansea weren't any good. Fucking hell, man. Fuck me. Brownie will say no panic. Yeah. Eight minutes. I have noticed. It is completely done. You can just see him, can't you? We all know. We're all smart enough to know, aren't we? In fact, yeah, if you're Ramazani, just fucking leave the club, mate. Get on with your agent. Get on with your agent and just be like, get me out of here as quickly as possible. Join me on the instant match reaction, everyone, as well. Ball played in. I think we thought this year it'd be different, didn't we? 6 games left. I think we all thought it'd be a bit different. We had the squad. Supposedly had the manager. Jesus Christ. Leeds fall out. Of course we do. Of course we do. With 6 games to go. How long have we been out of the top 2? Know what I mean? Not even been that long, has it? Jesus. Yeah, guys, we'll be there with the instant match reaction. Come join us afterwards in about 7 minutes when this inevitably finishes a draw, he says, hoping. Jesus. Here we go. Maybe one last chance. Tanaka. Bammy Bam Bamford. Bamford. No pace. Luton, get back. Here we go. Schmidt. Blocked. Great tackle. Big chance for Schmidt. Excellent challenge, to be fair, by Makosso. Blue leader says I'm actually Farker out. God, it's tough, isn't it? It's tough. Still another 12-30 loss, or, not win. Not as winning. I'm struggling to talk now as Firpo boots the ball out to Chong. They've lost it. They've completely lost it. Chong does well, and it's a goal kick. Well done. Said Leeds the only team again in the top 4 not winning. Leeds now with 1 win in 6. 1 win in 6. Just having a look at the form table here. Leeds are 15th in the form table, and we're going to go further down as well because I don't think this is live. No, it is live. Sorry, Leeds are 15th in the form table. Burnley first, Sheffield United second, third. Guess who's second, by the way? Borough, and we've got them next. People don't understand if they're not Leeds. Like Turfcast and Jimmy. I don't know if it's like just wishful thinking, but they were saying to me, look, Connor, you're going to beat Luton. They're tough. They're like worst team that's come to the turf. That's what Joe said. I said, you're not Leeds, mate. You don't get it. You don't get it. Luton, the pish, the crap, but fair play to them. They broke the lines more than we have. How minging has this been? James goes long. Bamford, just... Don't blame Bamford, to be fair. Luke plays down again. Don't know where the ref's going now. Ellis Platten, where's he off? James is now down. Yeah, I think a lot of you are going to be changed now. I've got a feeling there is going to be a lot of Farker outs here. Farker out is going to be big right now. I think a lot of you guys have turned, and I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. I said unless he gets us up, he's in the sack. But this is bad, isn't it? Why is he bring what? Where's Ramazani? I think I'm just going to keep saying it. So we've got Schmidt playing wide left. Where's Byram playing? Why is he bringing Byram on? Did someone go off for Byram? Steady Eddie, steady Sam. But it's all the same patterns in it. Big Jaden Anthony as well, getting 2 goals. Jaden Anthony, more goal contributions in 2025 than Solomon and Aronson combined. Aronson, Ampadu, James heads it back to Luton. This has just been shit on it. Byram's not a position. It's going to be a foul there, isn't there? Yeah, well done, Sam. Good lad. What a contribution you've made. Steady Eddie, Sam. Chong's been there. Chong's come on and made a difference. That's what you want. Borough second in the form table, by the way. Borough are going to absolutely... God. Watchalong for that should be fun. By the way, I like Sunderland about 7 points behind us now. We've got 6 games left. Sunderland are 7 points behind us. Good Lord. So look at the formation here. So what's it saying? What's it saying on the formation? Will says Farker has completely mismanaged this club. No one can argue that. People will, mate. People will. It'll now be all on the board's fault. It's all on the board's fault now. You got to think that. And what I would say back to that is Ramazani's not even playing. He's not playing a minute. Farker is lost, but when do we play? Yeah, you're right. The players haven't been good, mate. They've not been good, but I do look at the manager when he's got options. You need to replace Farker if promoted. Norwich fan. A lot of worried Leeds fans. Full-time Burnley win. Fantastic win for Burnley. The Mighty Clarets were all on. Bradders, well, that's not good. Leeds away, fans going nuts in away, and you can hear it on Sky. And that's it. Joy Division, play that song. We'll see you with the match reaction, everybody. Come on over and let's get your points of view in. See you in 2 secs. Instant match reaction, 1 Leeds. See you there. Like before you leave, please.